And what's good, everybody? Welcome back here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball. As we'll be back today here. Great doubleheader going down, play-by-play, calling both of these games here. So before I start out for this stream, if you guys didn't know, I cover play-by-play of the game, so it sounds like the radio call. Can't show the actual game due to copyright laws by YouTube here. I'm going to call play-by-play of this game, though. Phenomenal game, hopefully, between these two teams. Number one, the Gonzaga Bulldogs taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers here, as this is part of a neutral court site game here. Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana, down for this one today. Already covered two Gonzaga games. They look phenomenal so far this season. First time covering West Virginia, so this team, two big heavyweights going down against each other, and this one, high-flying Gonzaga offense going up against the rebounding force of Derek Culver, Oscar Tshiebwe of West Virginia. Should be a good one here. I'm doing pretty well. Armando, welcome on the stream, man. Let's see, I'm going to scroll up here on the chat. Coy, Ben, Gonzaga fan, welcome on board here. Once again, as we got Anthony, what's good here, man, for stopping by. The Mod Squad's back. Bradley Vegas, goody. Glad to have you guys in the channel. Colton, what's good, man? Wisconsin's ranked number 4 right now. So Wisconsin moving up in the standings this past week on Monday. Yeah, Kansas able to squeak just barely past Kentucky yesterday. I called that game, and that was just, man, a slugfest yesterday. Cheese City Sports, what's good, man? Hope all is going well, and hopefully everything with your channel's doing awesome, man. What's good, brother? Dayton Flyers basketball talk. What's good, dude? My man Ryan out on the stream here. Glad to see that you start out your own channel. That is awesome, man. So, yeah, we should be tipping off this game in about 5 minutes from now as we go through it. Gonzaga looking so good so far this season. Lights out from the floor here. 102-90. They won against Kansas first game. Drew Timme, their big man, posted 25 points. Jalen Suggs, incredible debut at 24 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Kispert at 23, Ayaya at 15. They transferred that momentum right over to the game on Friday against Auburn. Destroyed Auburn 90-67. As Timme once again had a double-double, 28 and 10. For West Virginia, 3-0. They won the Bad Boy Mowers Classic back over the weekend. They're not really a great shooting team for West Virginia. They've been shooting the ball only 41% for the floor, but what they're known for, defense for this team. They are tough, they are gritty, rebounding team, and Derek Culver averaging a double-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds. Oscar Tshiebwe, he had 11 double-doubles last season, and this year he's yet to get there so far for Tshiebwe, but he is a force in the boards as well. Should be a great matchup. I'm doing pretty well. Armando, thanks so much, man, for stopping on by. I'm doing pretty well here. What's my opinion? Celtics drafts here, trades. Yes, so I'm a huge fan of the Celtics. I like what they got out of the draft. I was rooting for the Celtics to pick up Sadiq Bey out of the draft before Nesmith, but I can take Nesmith, though, because Nesmith, I feel like, is going to be able to help out the Celtics bench production. He was a great shooter out of Vanderbilt. And then I really like the other pick that they got, Peyton Pritchard. That one I really like there for some point guard help for this season there, because Celtics were lacking that point guard depth or so. Brad Wanamaker, he just wasn't really explosive, and Peyton Pritchard, he plays with a lot of competitive force, and he's going to be good for the Celtics, I feel like. I loved watching him at Oregon. And, of course, in the offseason, Tristan Thompson, that was huge that the Celtics got him because they really needed a veteran starting big man, and that's massive that they got Thompson, somebody that can finally get the rebounds. And then also getting Teagan for some point guard help that's going to help out in place of Kemba, because Kemba is going to miss out, I think, like first few weeks, as he's going to be back in early January. So, welcome in here, everybody. Jason, what's good, man? Glad to have you stopping on by once again. Huge game in store. Once again, Patch Duke, what is good here? Glad to have you on board. David, welcome in here. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it for dropping on by here. He is at work right now. Coy thinks that Louisville is going to get the W against Wisconsin next week. We will see. That should be a good game. Cardinals rolling right now, 4-0. I was shocked yesterday that they destroyed Western Kentucky by that much, and Western Kentucky is dealing with injuries, though. Charles Bassey had to go to the locker room against West Virginia last week, got quite banged up. He did return back to the game. And then Travion Hollingsworth, he injured his thumb in that game, but when Travion Hollingsworth is healthy, he can provide a big spark on the court. Isaac, what's good, man? So if you guys are new in the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. We'll keep you guys posted throughout the college basketball scoreboard. Lots of games tonight to get to as well here, and I'll be covering play-by-play first game here. Number 1 Gonzaga taking on number 11 West Virginia, going to tip off in 1 minute, and then late game tonight, as I'll be covering Illinois number 5 versus number 2 Baylor. Should be 2 incredible games here tonight once again. I forgot Gonzaga fan. I'm gonna have to check that out when I have a chance sometime, man. I was really busy at work today. Everything just flew right by today, but I'll check that out when I have the chance, man. That's awesome, Cheese City Sportsman. He's streaming Southern Illinois, Southeastern Missouri State at 7:25. That's awesome, dude. Best of luck to your stream, brother. Landon, what's good here, man? Glad to have you back in the stream. So, right before this, Texas took on North Carolina. Texas with a huge win at the buzzer. Matt Coleman with 0.1 seconds remaining on a step back at the free throw circle. Won it for Texas there to win the Maui Invitational today. So, we're going to tip off this game in just a moment. Gonzaga white uniforms for this one, and West Virginia going in the dark blue jerseys for this game as we're getting ready to tip this one off. Bradley with his prediction, he's got Gonzaga in this one, 87-79. Landon going Gonzaga as well, 98-85. Yeah, if I had to do a prediction for this one, I'd take Gonzaga as well in this game. Already called Gonzaga twice, and they look phenomenal. Hands down the best team so far. I'm going to predict Gonzaga 81-70 in this one as we get ready to tip off, and we do. West Virginia going right to left in the court. They control the tip right now. At the right wing perimeter, into the hands of McBride as he has it. Pass over to the right corner. Back over to Miles McBride. Moves over to the top of the key. Emmett Matthews. Now with the basketball. Dribbles now at the left elbow. Passes over free throw circle. West Virginia has it. So they back their way into the post here. Sheway puts it up. No good, but they're going to get a little bit of help right there. Second chance tip in. Goes down for the Mountaineers as they get a bucket here. So they're up 2-0. Gonzaga now with the basketball. First possession here. They have it at the left wing. Jalen Suggs. With the ball, dribbles now, left baseline, passes over to the left elbow into the hands of Watson, back over to the top here, Timmy. Takes the 3 straight away, no good off the mark by Drew Timmy, rebound West Virginia. Emmett Matthews, second possession, has it for the Mountaineers. Now they take it, left elbow jumper, no good by McBride, and we get a fall underneath here. Clock will stop when 19:07. It's picked up by Gonzaga, so the clock will stop. Welcome in here, Aiden, appreciate it, man, for stopping on by. He's liking West Virginia in this one for the upset, looks like he's going for in this one. Colton, welcome in here. He's predicting Wisconsin over Louisville, looks like by 7 for his prediction for next week's game. West Virginia gets the inbound right now. Almost 1 minute through. Underneath the hoop, going to put it up. Great defense by Gonzaga, able to get the steal right there. Anton Watson. Pass up ahead of the court into the hands of Ayayi. Tries to take it inside underneath, push it back outside. Wide open 3. At the left wing, no good Gonzaga. Fight for the rebound, and West Virginia win another board. Mountaineers now take it up the court. At the left wing perimeter is McNeil. Passes out to the top here to McBride. McBride is guarded by Kisper. At the top of the key, 18:35 left to go. West Virginia has a McBride still dribbling, 12 on the shot clock. Going to take a deep 2. It's up. No good off the back rim. They get another rebound, though. This one offensive. Sheway passes back out into the hands of Culver. This team is a force on the boards with West Virginia. Jumper taken. That time hit the front rim. Jalen Suggs soars high up in the air and gets that rebound there for Gonzaga. Anton Watson has it. Pass inside over to a wide open Timmy. Missed it, though. Uncharacteristic miss off the back rim as he was right close to the bucket. Rebound into the hands of West Virginia. Mountaineers basketball at the right wing. McNeil has it. Pass over into the key. Jumper taken. No good. Derek Culver missed it. Rebound Gonzaga. West Virginia keying in defensively. That's why they're up so far through the first 2 minutes. Gonzaga has it. Anton Watson passes the ball to the right wing. Into the hands of Kisper. Pass inside over to Timmy. Couldn't finish, though. Drew Timmy looking so good the first 2 games from the floor. Having monster games against Kansas and Auburn, but couldn't finish. Second time he missed that. Gonzaga has yet to hit a shot. They're 0 for 4. West Virginia 1 for 7 with a couple big offensive boards. Mountaineers bounce pass right corner, takes the 3. That one rolls around the rim, no good, and Suggs comes up with another rebound. What's good, Gavin? Appreciate it, man, for stopping on by here. Silas, welcome on here. I used to play when I was a lot younger. That's the first bucket of the game. Goes by Gonzaga as Jalen Suggs passes to Ayayi in the key, and Ayayi puts in the layup. So 3 minutes through right now. West Virginia now with the ball, top of the key, into the hands of Culver. Culver guarded by Watson. Culver dribbles inside, going to float it up mid-range. Turnaround, Derek Culver's got it for 2. So West Virginia extends it to 2 once again. What's good, Ray? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you guys in the channel. Brian, welcome in here as well. Let me know down in the chat who you got in this one. West Virginia, Gonzaga. Should be a great game. Gonzaga now with the basketball. 16:35 left to go. Jalen Suggs turns the corner, drives inside, got the bucket. Up and in off the backboard. That's good. Ties it up at 4. West Virginia with the ball right back. If you guys are new in the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to come back for future live streams, I cover play-by-play games, college basketball, NBA games here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Pass inside West Virginia underneath, and that ball is going to get tapped out of bounds. It's out of bounds by Gonzaga. West Virginia going to have it right back. Chris S., welcome on here. Timo, welcome in here. Yeah, Braden, what's good, man? Florida barely able to win their first game, squeaking it out against Army. I believe I'll be calling Florida tomorrow against Boston College. Let's see here. Who do I think Giannis would go to since he wants to trade after his last year with the Bucks? So the team's trying to get him. Golden State, Lakers, Miami, Toronto. I'm probably leaning more towards the Heat right now. During the summer, I felt more towards like Golden State or so, but now I'm leaning more towards like South Beach that Giannis could go to the Heat. 16:05 left to go first half. West Virginia with an inbound. 2 on the shot clock. Takes a deep 3 straight away. Got it. Top of the key. Deuce McBride hits the triple right there. Mountaineers' largest lead by 3. Huge triple right there. Gonzaga with the basketball right back. They dribble inside. Joel Ayayi at the left baseline. Pass out on top here. Towards their right. Hands it over to Nembhard. Slides over to Watson. Pass. Inside the key over to Timmy. Dish out to the top of the key over to Nembhard. Straight away 3. Missed it though off the mark. Rebound West Virginia. Mountaineers with the basketball. 15.5 left to go. I'm going on. Everything's been doing pretty well here, Gavin. Glad to have you joining the stream, brother. Appreciate it, man. Calling a girls basketball game. That's great, man. Best of luck on that December 22nd for work. As West Virginia inside to get another bucket. They're up 9-4. 15:15 left to go in the first half. Gonzaga has it. Quick bucket. They're going to get that one inside for Gonzaga, so puts it 9-6. Jalen Suggs with a bucket inside right there. 3-point game. 15 left to go here first half. West Virginia drives into the key. It looks like we got a foul here picked up. Clock will stop with 15 even. And we're going to go on the first timeout of the game. So West Virginia keying in defensively so far. That is what Kansas and Auburn failed to do. In West Virginia, they are a heavyweight team with 2 big rebounders. Derek Culver, Oscar Tshiebwe. They are looking the part right now for the Mountaineers in this one. We'll get to the first box score today. Also get some scoreboard updates right now since we're on the timeout. JJ, hey, what's going on here? Welcome back in. West Branch Ball, what's good here for stopping them by? Appreciate it. West Branch Ball. Must be fired up about Sparty's big win yesterday. Jose, welcome back here once again, man. He's at work, looks like, with his mom. That's cool, dude. Let's see here. Do I like Bradley's channel name? Cardinal Sports Talk. Yeah, for sure, man. That's awesome, dude. West Branch Ball actually watching some women's b-ball right now. Detroit Mercy going up against Michigan State, looks like, for that one. So right now, first scoreboard update today's game, West Virginia. 4 points by Oscar Tshiebwe. Miles McBride hit a 3-point shot from straight away as the shot clock expired. He's got 3, and then 2 by Derek Culver so far in this game. Tshiebwe already with 3 rebounds in this one. West Virginia with 8 total as a team on the boards. Gonzaga with 4. And West Virginia with 3 offensive rebounds. Gonzaga yet to have an offensive rebound so far. As far as Gonzaga leading scorer, Jalen Suggs, he's got 4 points. 2 rebounds, 1 assist so far by Suggs. Perfect 2 for 2 from the court. Both shots inside. And then 2 points by Joel Ayayi. West Virginia's defense, it has been a story so far in this one through the first 5 minutes. As for other games going on, college basketball, Penn State, close victory over VCU, 72-69. BYU, able to beat St. John's, 74-68. Clemson up against South Carolina State, 48-26. Duquesne up against UNC Greensboro 46-35. Matt Coleman, game winner in the clutch for number 17 Texas. Beat number 14 North Carolina on the game-winning shot by Matt Coleman, 69-67. The final there, Longhorns got the dub. I saw the very end of that game, Jackson. That was phenomenal. Step back by Matt Coleman there to win it. Ice cold. That's what Texas needs if they want to get far this season. They're gonna need to pick up a rising star, and they got defenders in their team for Texas. But now they're finding rising stars there in the clutch with Matt Coleman today, which is huge. They basically they have like a balanced type of team there for Texas. Like everybody carries their weight in the starting five. They just need somebody to go off, and that was Matt Coleman today. Thoughts on Maryland as we welcome back Brian out here. For this year from Maryland, I'd be shocked if they make the tournament because they lost a lot, but they've been playing really well recently for Maryland. But they're in a stacked Big Ten, and there's going to be a ton of competition there in the Big Ten. I think that this will probably be more of a down year for Maryland that I predict, and then they'll be back in the tournament next year, I predict. So 9-6 the score. We're back right after this timeout right now. Thoughts about Louisville this year? They are looking good right now. They keep on getting better and better, and they're doing it without Malik Williams or Samuel Williamson, without Charles Midland either. So they're pretty solid right now for Louisville. They're getting better and better. If they beat Wisconsin, they should be able to crack the top 25 for sure. As we are back into it, West Virginia firing from the perimeter as they get the inbound and he knocked down a three-point shot at the left wing. 12-6 the score. That is Miles McBride for the second triple of the game. West Virginia did not have that firepower from the perimeter last year. They were worst among power conference teams from three-point range last year, shooting the ball at around 29% from the outside. West Virginia had the ball right back, took it up the court, took the three. Missed it though that time. Ball got tipped, went out of bounds, and it was touched by Gonzaga, so West Virginia will have it right back. Oh man, favorite basketball team logo. That's a good one. Good question, man. The right corner jumper. West Virginia missed it, no good. Jalen Suggs comes up with a rebound, and West Virginia picks up the rebounding foul as the clock will stop. Man, that's a good one. Let's see here. I'm trying to picture like any good logos. There's a couple cool ones. Gonzaga has it, pass inside over to Omar Ballo, and he is able to get the bucket in the post, and he's going to go to the free throw line and shoot the and one as well. Coming up by Ballo here. I'm just trying to see. I definitely had some before, and then I forgot like which ones were. Oh, because I covered them. I covered them with John Morant back in the tournament 2019. Murray State. They get such a nice logo from Murray State. I really like that logo there. Murray State's got a cool one, and also Marquette as well. It's got like kind of like a similar to Murray State. I remember I called those two teams in the tournament. They both got the same color scheme. As we are back into this one, West Virginia jumper after the Ballo miss at the free throw line. No good at the left baseline. Rebound back to Gonzaga. Bulldogs now with the basketball. They have it at the top of the key. Into the hands of Timmy. Moves it out to the top here to Aaron Cook. The transfer from Southern Illinois. Step back deep two. No good. They get the offensive rebound. Timmy puts it up. That one no good mid-range. And West Virginia comes up with a board by Culver. If you guys are new in the stream, over 30 people watching now, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well as they cover play-by-play here in Behind the Arc Basketball. Open jumper. West Virginia takes it. They make it right there at the free throw circle. So that one goes down. That is good at the free throw circle. And West Virginia extends it as Jalen Suggs had the ball, and West Virginia going to reach in right at half court. Refs blow the whistle. Miles McBride commits the reach and falls. The clock will stop here with 13:07. So West Virginia's defense came to play today, and they came to get rebounds as well. West Virginia right now 12 boards compared to Gonzaga's 7 in this one. Giannis leaving or staying? I'm going to say that he's staying right now for Milwaukee. So I think he's going to stay for the Bucks right now, if I predict. So we approach the 13-minute mark left to go. Gonzaga basketball. Nemhard has it, top of the key. Dribbles past McBride. Passes over to the right wing to Cook. Cook has a free throw circle. Pass onto the cutter. It's going to be a kicked ball violation by West Virginia. Clock will stop again, 12:55. Hey, what's good? Ford Griffith, welcome to the stream, man. Jalen Suggs is awesome, dude. I love watching Jalen Suggs these first two games, and he's phenomenal. He's looking, if he keeps on playing like this, he is looking like a top 5 pick for the 2021 draft. He's been doing well. Once again today, Jalen Suggs looking great once again here for Gonzaga. Leads the team in scoring. He's got 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, doing everything so far. Still a lot of time left to go. 12:50 left to go in the first half. Gonzaga gets the inbound at the right baseline. Ayai. Pass over to the top here to Timmy. Shot fake as he's working on Culver. Timmy dribbles now at the left elbow. Turnaround jumper. Puts it up. Rolls around the rim. No good. Gonzaga's defense with a big force miss right there off of Timmy. And Timmy's been off in this game so far. Drew Timmy has yet to hit a shot. Gonzaga 4 for 13 from the floors. They shot the ball phenomenal their first 2 games. West Virginia had a ball, got stolen by Gonzaga. Transition 3. Takes it. Makes it from the outside. Big triple right there. Goes down by the Bulldogs from the perimeter. So that is a huge one there. Puts it 14-11. Corey Kispert gets one from the outside. So we got 12:04 left to go. West Virginia with the ball. We get a stoppage in time. Hey, what's good, Bobby D? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate for stopping on by. If you guys are new in the stream here, I cover play-by-play basketball games, college basketball, NBA games. Make sure to spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe if you guys are new here first time on the stream on Behind the Arc Basketball. West Virginia has it right back. Free throw circle with the ball is Culver. Pass inside. It's going to get deflected out of bounds by Gonzaga, though. Clock will stop 11:54 off the fingertips. Kispert as the clock will stop. Yeah, I work at a radio station. I have my own, I have a full-time job that I work 40-plus hours a week full-time. And then I do this at night. So I put in, like, long nights, like, every single day or so. But, as we're going to go to a timeout here, my full-time job is I work at a radio station as a production director. That's actually what I did for college when I graduated from college, got my degree in radio. Welcome to the stream here, Sonia. Really appreciate it for stopping on by right now as we are on another timeout. 11:54 left to go in the first half of this one. West Virginia, their defense swarming Gonzaga. It's been a cold shooting game so far in this one, and the defense of West Virginia's got to get credit why this game has been a low-scoring one so far. 35% forcing Gonzaga to shoot the ball 5 for 14 from the floor in this game. Leading scores for Gonzaga looks like this. Jalen Suggs with 4, Kispert with 3 off the 3-point shot. Only one of the game by the Zags. They're 1 for 4 from the perimeter. 2 by Ayai. And off the bench, Ballo with 2 as well. West Virginia leading the way. Shibwe with 4 points. 4 rebounds as well by Shibwe. Derek Culver with 5 rebounds as well. And Culver with 2 points. McBride, though, with 2 triples as he's got 6 points. Leads the way for West Virginia. Big story as well. West Virginia, 4 offensive rebounds to Gonzaga's 1, and 13 total boards to 7. West Virginia plus 6 on the boards. Taking a look now, scoreboard update. We'll keep you guys updated what's going on throughout college basketball right now, as it looks like this for the second scoreboard update of the game. Rhode Island at the Ryan Center, cruising right now over Seton Hall. First 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and Rhode Island scored 20 points. Rhode Island leading Seton Hall 17-13 left to go in the first half, 20-9. The score in that one. Alabama against Providence. Alabama up 17-11 with 11:34 left to go in the first half there. Xavier leading Tennessee Tech, scoring that one 23-14. Texas A&M trailing against Tarleton right now. New to Division I, Tarleton leads it 10-6. Oh no, that's Texas A&M. Tarleton leads it over Texas A&M right now, 10-6 the score in that one. Wichita State trailing to Oral Roberts, 22-20. Oral Roberts up against Wichita State. Wichita State lost a ton of pieces in the offseason, also lost their head coach like 2 weeks before the start of the season. As we're back to action on this one, 14-11 in this game so far. West Virginia gets the inbound underneath the hoop. They have the basketball. They pass it out to the top of the perimeter here. Coming off the bench first time today, Jordan McCabe takes the three. No good. As we have a foul here. It's called on the court. Clock will stop with 11:45. As Gonzaga gets called for the foul. It's around the corner with Emmett Matthews, who went down, and Aaron Cook picks up the foul for Gonzaga. Thoughts about tomorrow's game? Florida against Boston College. I'm going to actually go with BC for that one. For tomorrow. Florida was just underwhelming today in their season opener against Army, so I think I'm going to take BC tomorrow. BC's already got 3 games underneath their belt. I'm going to go with BC for the upset tomorrow, even though Florida's probably going to be favored. Florida just had a lackluster effort today. They almost lost to Army. First free throw good at the line by West Virginia. He was fouled from the right corner, actually. So it's going to be 3 free throws here by Emmett Matthews. Second shot knocks it down as well. He's going to have a third. What's good, Triet here? Welcome on the stream, man. Hope all is well. Yeah, Drew Timme. First 2 games really impressive, man. He was wrecking Kansas and Auburn in the post those first 2 games. Can I think of a channel here? It covers both Louisville and Jazz content. And other NBA streams. Don't want to use Cardinal Sports Reaction. Oh, yeah. Actually, somebody has a close name to that, too. Somebody uses Cardinals as a name for their play-by-play as well. 17-11. I'll see if I can think of one. Maybe on the fly here. Say, I'm calling this right now. Gonzaga's the basketball right back. They have it at the right wing perimeter into the hands of Timme. Moves it back to the top of the key here over to Ayayi. Ayayi into the post, puts it up, and gutted a fall right there for 2 by Ayayi. 17-13, 11-15 left to go. How about something like Jazzy Louie or something like that? Something like Jazzy Louie Sports or something like that would be pretty cool. 11:09 left to go first half in this one as West Virginia went dribble jive inside as we got a foul called on the court. And it's going to be, as the clock stops here, we try to see which possession. It's going to be on West Virginia. So it's West Virginia the one who picked up the foul. It's going to go right back over to Gonzaga. So West Virginia there, good call with the offensive foul. Their 4th personal of the game so far. 14 fouls by Gonzaga as well. Gonzaga has it inside Nembhard, shovels it out to the right corner. Watson with it, dribbles now at the right elbow, bounce pass back underneath as Kispert puts it up, got blocked, but pass over to Ayayi once again. Ayayi moves it over top of the key to Timme. Timme now has it, dribbles inside, able to get past the defense, puts it up and in right there off the backboard. That's good for 2. It's a 2-point game. 10:35 left to go in the first half. West Virginia has it here into the hands of Emmett Matthews. Matthews, deep 2, takes it, no good. It was halfway home, rattled right out, and gets rebounded right back over to Gonzaga. Ayayi has it at the top, moves it back over into the hands here of Nembhard. Nembhard has it at the left elbow. Pass over to back over to the top of the key to Timme. Timme missed the 3, though. He's wide open. Got rebounded right back over to West Virginia. West Virginia now with the basketball, approaching the halfway point here in the first half. 10 minutes left to go. As they dribble drive inside, lost control of the basketball. It's on the ground. They dish it back to the right corner, though. McNeil takes the 3 from the corner. No good off the mark. Gonzaga's right back. Nembhard pass up the court here. They got one man back, but they're going to take it inside anyway. As a foul gets called underneath, and that's going to be a bucket by Gonzaga. Layup is good right there by Gonzaga, as that one will go down. Corey Kispert took it in transition. He got fouled as well. And on the ground now for West Virginia with a blocking foul was Sean McNeil as he is down underneath the hoop. So we get 17-17. The clock will stop, and we'll see if Gonzaga can capture the lead here. Part of a 6-0 run last minute and a half. Illinois State winning 111-60 right there. Well, probably against a non-D1 school most likely. Because, yeah, Murray State put up over 170 points against a non-D1 school a couple of days ago. What did I think about LaMelo Ball going to the Hornets? I was actually shocked. I thought that he had potential to be the first pick to go to Minnesota, but that's the second best one, though, because everybody knew that Wiseman was going to go to Golden State there, so it figures that he was either going to go 1 or 3 for that. Yeah, that'd be cool, Ryan, to do for gaming right there. If that could be converted just over to a Celtics page, if you're interested in doing that, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Louisville Jazz Sports there, as Cheese City Sports puts out. Maybe L1C4 Jazz or something like that. Maybe some L1C4 Jazz Sports, maybe. Like something like that could work. I don't know, just coming up with stuff. But they're trying to sort this out right now. It's going to be one free throw by Gonzaga, looks like, at the line, as we have 9:53 left to go. If you're new in the stream here, I cover play-by-play basketball games. Make sure to spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified about future live streams on Behind the Arc Basketball as I cover games here. Also going to post in, I also have a merchandise site here. We got some pretty cool t-shirts, short sleeve, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts over on the merchandise site as well. As we have stickers, pillows, a lot of cool stuff over there, phone cases on the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise site, so feel free to check that out. It's over on Teespring. Just put it down in the description below. Ref's still sorting out this foul call. It's going to send Corey Kispert to shoot one coming up at the free throw line, and we got 9:53 left to go here in the first half. They're still sorting out that foul underneath as West Virginia picked it up on the court. As it was McNeil picked up the personal. Yo, what's good here? Bruins lover. Welcome to the stream once again, Liam. Illinois State winning against Greenville, 121-68. Yeah, I believe that's the team that got destroyed a couple of days ago against Murray State. Thoughts on Villanova? They've been playing underwhelming right now. I was shocked that they lost against Virginia Tech, but Virginia Tech kind of has like one of those games every year or so where they upset a team, and I'm not buying Virginia Tech right now. I think Virginia Tech's going to be like a 1 or 2 week top 25 team, and that's it. They're a really young team for Virginia Tech. I think that's more of a shocking upset and more like Villanova just played really poorly throughout the end of that game. One free throw at the line and knocks it down. That is good by Kispert. Gonzaga has the lead here, 18-17, part of a 7-zip run in the last minute 50. Ball back to West Virginia here after the free throw. It took a while to sort that one out. Bridges, left corner three, missed it off the mark by West Virginia. Rebound back over to Gonzaga here. Gonzaga with the ball with 9:35 left to go. Deep three takes it straight away. Ayai off the mark, no good. Sheway comes up with a rebound. As West Virginia's going to have it right back. Colt Cook, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you on the channel, man. Really appreciate it. Got a West Virginia fan out here. Glad to have you guys in the stream. Let me know down in the chat below who you got in this one, going West Virginia or Gonzaga in this game. As West Virginia pass inside, they lost control of the basketball out of the hands of Bridges. Stolen away from Gonzaga here. Bulldogs have it at the right wing perimeter. Hands it over to Suggs. Suggs now turns the corner, drives inside, puts it up, gets blocked. Ayai gets it right back, though. Ayai's shot hit the bottom part of the backboard, no good. Rebound back to West Virginia. Mountaineers have it right at half court. Suggs fall down, try to get the basketball, but West Virginia going to get it right back. As we have an offensive foul, West Virginia out of control with the basketball as they were driving inside, and the charge taken underneath by Anton Watson of Gonzaga as he took the charge. And Gonzaga will have it right back. 8:49 left to go. Hey, what's good, Bleed Green Nation here as we get a Celtic squad out here on the stream with my man once again. Dayton Flyers, now the Bleed Green Nation looks like. Ty, what's good here for stopping on by, brother? Glad to have you in the stream once again. Who wins? Louisville against Kentucky. I was leaning more towards Kentucky here in the preseason, but if Louisville keeps on playing like this, like team basketball, because it's been a struggle recently by Kentucky, I'm gonna have to see a couple more games out of there. But I'm gonna stick with Kentucky right now in that one. I think they can turn it around still. 2017 to score, 8:15 left to go. So we welcome in Ian here. Glad to have you in the stream, brother. 3-point game, 8:10 left to go. West Virginia only down by 3. They've been hanging on because of their defense. West Virginia inside. puts it up in the post, and that's going to be a foul call by Gonzaga. Clock will stop. So we have 8:07 remaining. How'd I know it was you? I remember you were talking about changing MM Gaming here, so I connected the green MM Gaming with Bleed Green Nation. I kind of knew that it had to be Ryan here. He changed his MM Gaming. Non-shooting foul. West Virginia get the inbound coming back. They have it at the left corner perimeter. Isaiah Cottrell with the ball, moves it over to the right wing, and that's going to go way, way wide of his teammate, Kedrian Johnson. So this is a couple of the bench players for West Virginia were in the game. So you got 8 left to go here in the first half, and that one they turned it over here. They need to get back their starters right into this one for West Virginia. So we're going to take a timeout right now. We're going to head to break. Yeah, this channel's out here for all sports fans, by the way. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a big Celtics fan. Red Sox, Bruins, Patriots out of Massachusetts. For my college teams, I root for the Providence Friars, the Rhode Island Rams, where I'm from. But I cover play-by-play of college basketball games, also NBA games here on the channel. So if you guys enjoy my streams, feel free to stop on by here, guys. I'll be back later tonight for a great game. We got Illinois-Baylor later tonight as well. And this one so far, West Virginia only down by 3 because of their defense. Where this game's been a slugfest so far, quite a battle. West Virginia's defense holding Gonzaga to 39% shooting. Leading scorer for Gonzaga now, Corey Kispert. He's got 6 points. Jalen Suggs, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 by Ayayi, and Timmy's only got 2. Drew Timme really struggling in this game because of the West Virginia defense there. Sheway and Culver swarming all over Timme in this one. Timmy's 1 for 7 shooting, where he was just wrecking Kansas and Auburn right into the post during the first 2 games. As far as West Virginia's stat totals right now, Miles McBride leads the way. 2 3-point shots, perfect. 2 for 2 from the perimeter. 2 for 4 from the floor. He's got 6 points. Oscar Sheway, 4.6 rebounds. And then Derek Culver in this one, he's only got 2 points, but got 6 rebounds as well. Those two are huge on the force there, Sheway and Culver. Yeah, people showing these games. It might be time before they get taken down or so. People try to risk it, and then they get a warning or a notification or something like that when it's illegal or so. Yeah, I've seen a couple of those recently. Somebody was doing that for one of the games earlier today. They were showing it. It's been happening quite a bit recently too. Do I like UMass? I do like UMass, but I just wish that they would have a really good, consistent program. They were incredible under Coach Cal in the 90s. They were phenomenal, but as of late here, my home state team with UMass, it's just been a struggle here past 20 years. They've only made the NCAA tournament once, when in the last 20 years, and that was my senior year of high school. I remember that one, 2014. That was huge. That was huge when they made the tournament. Everybody was looking forward to that, and they got destroyed by 20 plus in the first round as a 6th seed against Tennessee. Hey, what's good? Orion's back here as we welcome him in. Nag, welcome on the stream here. I wish, man. Everything I control manually, though, over here. So I can't, control the time and the score at the same time. That's the thing here. I've seen other people try to control the time, and then they get off from the time or so, and they do other streams like hockey or so where it's easier. So 2017 to score, 7:40 left to go. So we're back into it. Gonzaga now with the basketball up by 3 as they drive inside, and they will get called for the offensive foul. They say Jalen Suggs is going to pick up the offensive foul there as he went inside, and West Virginia took themselves right in possession, took the charge. Yeah, Oscar Sheway right there, able to put his body right in place in front of Suggs and took the charge. Alex Dude, welcome in here. He's praying out for West Virginia and this one to steal the upset. West Virginia holding their own right now, only down by 3, trying to make it 1. And they do with the right baseline turnaround. That is good by Deuce McBride. Good game so far. If you guys are new, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well here as I cover play-by-play on Behind the Arc basketball, college basketball games, NBA. Hey, we got a dono, my man Liam. Really appreciate it for the Canadian one. You are the man, brother. Absolute legend on the channel. You are the man, brother. Awesome, dude. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat for my man Liam. 20-19 now, and we have a stoppage in time, and oh no. Jalen Suggs is down for Gonzaga on the last play. Jalen Suggs on the last play, dribbling to the basket as he bounced past it over to Ayai. He slipped on the court with his knee, and oh man, that looks like his left knee. Jalen Suggs is down right now, and that is not good. Oh man, that looks terrible. Oh geez, prayers out to Jalen Suggs. Terrible timing for this to happen. Oh my gosh. Dude, he was looking like through the first 2 games that he was gonna be top 5 pick for this dude. This is devastating. This is absolutely devastating right now. We're on a timeout. This is terrible. Absolutely devastating, and Jalen Suggs knows it. This looks bad. Non-contact. I remember in the preseason, Julian Edelman's non-contact injury from a couple years ago. Jalen Suggs just slips right there, just forward with that left knee, and it just buckles. Oh, man. And he's holding the back of his heel. And this appears to be a serious injury as Suggs puts his jersey right over his face right now, covers his eyes, and oh man, it's devastating. He knows it. I really hope so, man. He can't even put weight. Oh gosh, yeah, that is severe. I hope he can return this season. He can't even put weight on his foot. Oh my gosh, that's devastating. Absolutely devastating. Non-contact too. He was just bounce passing it over to Ayai and he just slipped. So devastating. We got 7:07 left to go. That's just tough right there. Absolutely tough. Projected top 5 pick in my books there with Jalen Suggs as he was on the verge to be, and that looks like an awful injury. He couldn't even put his weight on his own power there of his leg, and he had to go. They had 2 medical trainers take him right to the seat right now, and he is an absolute tear. It's just absolutely devastating. Sending out my prayers, thoughts to Jalen Suggs, and hopefully he gets to a full recovery here, and hopefully rises to stardom on a huge comeback when he gets to the NBA. That is just devastating, man. Lower left leg it appears to be. So we get right back into this one. 20-19 the score currently. West Virginia here at the free throw line. 6:51 left to go. It's going to be Gabe Ashaboyan, a 54% free throw shooter. He's shooting 2, and that one's good. Hit it. So game's tied up at 20. Yeah, Thunder need a lot of young players. They have a ton of draft picks coming up, so OKC definitely needs some young star players for the future there. And they very well could get Jalen Suggs in the draft next year. Second free throw, Ashaboyan hits both of them down. 21-20, they lead it for the Mountaineers. Gonzaga takes the 3. No good off the mark straight away. Rebound back to West Virginia. Hey, that was dope. Welcome in here. Jalen Suggs got injured. Terrible injury for just a future superstar here. Never want to see that. It looked devastating. West Virginia into the post. That is good for 2 by the Mountaineers. They're up by 3. Gonzaga now with the basketball. Cook. Pass over to the right baseline into the hands of Timmy, trying to get anything going, and West Virginia get called with a blocking foul there, as it's going to send Drew Timme to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul gets picked up here on the personal, as that's going to be on Derek Culver's first. Oh, sorry to hear that, Derek. He has an issue with his feet when he runs for too long. His entire leg hurts. Sorry to hear that, man. Hey, what's good, Roger? I'm doing pretty well, man. It's going to be a late night here tonight. First free throw, that's up. That's good at the free throw line, as Timmy knocks it down. Credit West Virginia's defense in this game, holding Timmy to only 3 points. Second free throw, Timmy missed it. Hit the rim short. Rebound back to West Virginia. Mountaineers by 2. They get the basketball. At the top of the key, McBride has it. Right elbow jumper takes it. No good. Hit the front rim. They get the offensive rebound. Lost control of it though. Nemhard pickpockets as he gets the steal. Trying to get it past half court here. They do. Gonzaga has it. Drives inside. Cook dish underneath over to Ayayi. Nice feed, and that's good for 2. Aaron Cook with an assist. Joel Ayayi able to slip past the defense. Cuts to the hole there for the reverse handle layup off the glass. It's good. Ayayi with 6. 5:40 left to go. 23 even. Good game so far. West Virginia pass underneath. Puts it up. Culver. He gets fouled, and Derek Culver makes the shot as well. Up off the backboard. That's good for 2. And they're going to give him the and 1. So Derek Culver cashes it home off the backboard. And he'll go to the free throw line, shoot 1. Favorite food? I would go with like anything Mexican. So tacos, quesadillas, nachos are good too. So like anything Mexican's pretty cool. Free throw is good at the line for the and 1 by Derek Culver. 26-23 to score. Really hope so. Sending my thoughts out to Jalen Suggs for a speedy recovery here for hopefully a future superstar in the NBA someday. 5:30 left to go first half. Gonzaga now with the basketball. Joel Ayayi has it. Spin move into the key. Floats it up. No good. Hit the front rim. And they're going to call a foul here. It's going to be on the rebound. It's going to be by Gonzaga. So West Virginia in the bonus now. As West Virginia is going to go to the free throw line, coming out 1-1 now, since Gonzaga just picked up another foul. Hey, welcome in there, Diamond McCrab, King Jacob. Yeah, Texas with a huge game winner. Matt Coleman, right with 0.1 seconds remaining, cold-blooded step back at the free throw circle. Indeed, Matt Coleman, absolute huge clutch shot for the W today. First free throw, Oscar Tshiebwe at the line, hits it. 27-23 to score. Second free throw coming up by Tshiebwe. And he knocks it down. That one's good. West Virginia by 5. We got 5:20 left to go first half. Roger puts out Florida Gators, one against Boston College. He's predicting here. They play tomorrow, so he predicts that Florida will win against BC. That game's tomorrow. Florida beat today. They were in a close game today against Army earlier today. Gonzaga has it. Backs their way in there. Turnaround jumper. No good by Tim. He hit the front rim. He is just not getting the looks today. West Virginia's defense keying in and forcing Drew Timme to miss shots inside left and right. West Virginia transition. Floats it up. No good. Ball tipped around to get the offensive rebound. Pro hop inside. Puts him another one. Matthews misses. High off the glass. No good. A rebound back over to Gonzaga by Nembhard. Andrew Nembhard jacks up a 3 straight away. That one's off the mark, no good. Ball gets tapped out of bounds. Kispert tried to come in from behind, but tried to come up with a steal. Couldn't get it. Tapped it out of bounds. Clock will start with 4:38 left to go first half. As West Virginia by 5 in this game. Defense has been the reason why, holding Gonzaga to 37% shooting for the number 2 shooting team in the nation last season. And Gonzaga just can't buy a 3 either. 1 for 8 from the perimeter. Nembhard just missed the second one. West Virginia now with the basketball. Top of the key as they have it into the hands of Emmett Matthews. Passes outside over to the left wing. They're going to take a 3 and they knock it down. West Virginia, largest lead of the game right now. Gabe Ashaboyan hits the triple. 8-point lead. Gonzaga has it. Right baseline, Nembhard. Nice pass inside over to Kispert. Kispert gets fouled from behind, and he'll find his way at the free throw line. Gonzaga also in the bonus. Yeah, Rhode Island playing against Seton Hall right now, so my team against Rogers' team right now. Let's see, quick scoreboard update, as there's going to be 2 free throws coming up at the line by Kispert. Tarleton, by the way, leading Texas A&M 25-21 to score. New to D1 Tarleton up in that game against Texas A&M. Close game. Rhode Island leads by 1 against Seton Hall, 36-35. Alabama up against Providence, 37-28. Xavier leads Tennessee Tech, 35-21. Wichita State leads by 2 against Oral Roberts, 38-36. And Iowa State trailing right now against South Dakota State, 39-27. Gonzaga at the free throw line made 1 out of 2 that trip by Kispert. And And West Virginia's going to have the basketball right back. They take a deep jumper, no good. Another offensive rebound. They are king of the boards here by West Virginia. Puts it up off second chance points, and that is good by Derek Culver. 33-24 to score. Hey, what's good, Vaughn? Welcome in here. Glad to have you back. No problem, man, that you're late here. Whenever you have the chance, feel free to stop on by. Gonzaga has it inside. Nemhard missed it. Underneath, Ballo gets the offensive rebound, and Ballo leaning forward into his motion gets fouled. So Omar Ballo going to find his way here. Shoot two at the line. Yeah, Danny J. Gonzaga's really out of sync so far in this game, and credit West Virginia's defense. They have keyed in, and they are stopping the top player, Drew Timme. Timme really struggling. 1 for 8 shooting in this one. Just can't get anything in the post. Because Oscar Sheway, Derek Culver all day long for West Virginia. They are stopping Drew Timme in this one. We're going to go on a timeout right now. And this game will be back right after the timeout. As we got 3:31 left to go. So 3:31 left remaining. Hey, what's good there? Sam Hay Gaming, welcome to stream, man. Go Illinois. I'll be covering Illinois Baylor later tonight, so feel free to stop on by for that one if you guys would like as well. That should be a phenomenal game, I think, because this is the defensive type of game here, and that game later tonight, that should be more offensive type, like points falling off the board left and right in a shootout type game. There are two really good backcourts going up against each other. Illinois against Baylor. That should be a phenomenal game. Yeah, Vaughn puts out. He's surprised Gonzaga isn't leading. Just really devastating injury in this game was their star point guard, Jalen Suggs. He got injured in this game. Looked pretty bad. Lower ankle injury. He just slipped on the court, non-contact, and looked terrible, and he's yet to return to the court. But first initial look, it looks terrible. Looks pretty bad. Sending my thoughts out to him. Hopefully he'll be able to return this season. I really do hope so, but it looked pretty devastating. So right now we're in the timeout here. Oscar Sheway got 6 points. He's got 7 rebounds in this one. The king of the boards here. Derek Culver's got 8 rebounds. He's also got 7 points. So West Virginia, so tough, so gritty on the boards. They got 22 total rebounds to Gonzaga's 15 so far. So plus 7 on the boards for West Virginia, and also dominating the offensive rebound 6-4. Hey, what's good, Jason? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you back here. Yeah, WinVal, welcome on the stream. Hopes that Tarleton wins against Texas A&M, but it won't happen. Well, Tarleton here happened to be up in that game last time I checked. Yeah, Tarleton's still leading that game right now. So isn't that something? Tarleton leading against Texas A&M. Tarleton's new to Division I. Couple other scoreboard updates here. Clemson crushing South Carolina State 71-38. Illinois State put up 158 on Greenville, 158-95. That's the same team that Murray State put up like 170 plus against that Greenville team. Georgia leading a non-D1 school, North Georgia at halftime, 46-26. Michigan up at the half against Ball State, 40-33. Iowa State losing at the half to South Dakota State, 39-27. Iowa State losing that game. Iowa State's got off to slow starts this season. The first game, they got off to a really slow start. Once again, another slow start. And then at the half, Tarleton leading Texas A&M 26-24. So yeah, South Dakota State leading at halftime against Iowa State. And they're leading by 12, 39-27. Iowa State here, just another slow start. By the way, Rhode Island up against Seton Hall at the half, 36-35. And Alabama leads Providence 42-29. And yeah, Providence's offense, once again, a lot of question marks. As they've been out of sync this season for PC's offense. Hopefully able to turn it around. Hey, what's good, Raptor? Welcome on here, man, for stopping on by. Yeah, to be honest, he puts out Kansas maybe the third team in the Big 12 this year. Even further back, I feel like. I think even further back, Baylor, Baylor, Texas, West Virginia, and then either fourth, maybe fifth, Texas Tech and Kansas right there. And also Oklahoma State looking really good right now. They're at the top of the Big 12. It's really deep. Both of the free throws at the free throw line by Gonzaga go down 33-26. We have 3:25 left to go. West Virginia now with the basketball. This is a statement game for them here, as they are just keyed in defensively. That's why they're up in this one. West Virginia has it at the left wing. Into the hands of Matthews. Pass over top of the key. Over to Shiwei. Moves it over to the left wing. Now into the hands of McNeil. Passes inside left baseline. No good on the jumper by Culver. Rebounds by Gonzaga. Ballo get the board. Gonzaga push up the court here. Nembhard. Big burst of speed. Oh, nice dump off over to his teammate. Couldn't convert on it. Drew Timme missed it. That should have been an easy bucket off the glass by Timme. Gonzaga got the rebound, though. There was a tie-up. And the ref's going to blow the whistle, say possession arrow, Gonzaga ball. Hey, James here. Welcome on the stream, man. As he's a Tennessee fan, we welcome him back. And Drew as well. Welcome on the stream here, Drew. And Colt here, rooting for West Virginia. Glad to have you in the stream first time this year, Colt. Appreciate it, man, for finding my stream, man. Who's the worst team in the Big 12? Oklahoma and Iowa State. Oklahoma, I think, is going to be borderline tournaments. I would go with Kansas State all the way, being the worst team in the Big 12. So K-State, then Iowa State, then TCU. Those are the bottom three. So bottom three right there. Kansas State is going to be at the bottom, I feel like, last place in the Big 12. 2:40 left to go. West Virginia gets the basketball back. Right corner three. They take it off the Gonzaga turnover. No good. Offensive rebound underneath. And Shiwei puts it between a swarm of white jerseys for Gonzaga. Up and in. That's good off the glass. With that 9 second chance points in this game by West Virginia. Oscar Shiwei with a big one off the glass. Gonzaga drove inside. Another missed layup. Full court outlet pass right underneath the hoop. No good, though. They missed it by West Virginia. Rebound Gonzaga. Pass over to the left wing. Nembhard takes the three and finally gets one. Andrew Nembhard hits that one finally. And it's 35-29 with 2 minutes left to go before halftime. He's been struggling from the perimeter so far. That's the big key here. Ever since he transferred from Florida, really just needs to keep on building up his shooting, and right there, that was huge for Nembhard, able to give him a little bit of momentum. Nembhard now in transition gets the bucket. Big bucket right there, changing tempo in transition. Got a great backup point guard, and man, Gonzaga must be so glad to see that he was able to be granted eligibility the week right before the start of the season. That was huge there by Nembhard, able to get on a 5-zip run with the last 2 buckets by Nembhard. Timeout taken on the court here. West Virginia, we get a 35-31 score with 1:35 left to go. James feeling that Tennessee's going to roast some Gators there with Florida. Florida looking really underwhelming first game today against Army. I'm actually going to take Boston College in that one tomorrow over Florida. I actually am. Florida almost lost to Army. Came down the free throws at the end, where Florida was able to just close it out. Thoughts on Eastern Kentucky? Some of the mid majors I don't see that much, so I haven't seen Eastern Kentucky yet. Let's see. I'm gonna take a look at their thing because I haven't paid much attention to them so far. What are they? 3-1 so far for Eastern Kentucky. I'd probably go with Murray State in that conference though for the Ohio Valley. They took Xavier though down to the wire. Xavier's undefeated. That's gonna be no longer really soon. I feel like Xavier is just playing really close games left and right with teams, and that's not good for Xavier because these teams are like mid majors that they're barely playing against. I would go with Murray State right now to win that conference most likely. Oh, wow. So, per Woj 4 minutes ago, holy. Houston has agreed to trade Russell Westbrook to Washington for John Wall in the first-round pick. Holy. So, that just happened like 5 minutes ago. That's a really good sign right there, Danny J. Thanks so much for the update, man. Jalen Suggs able to walk. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks so much for the update, brother. That is a positive sign right there. So good. So minute 35 left to go. 35-31 the score currently. It's still there on the official review currently in this one. Oh, they're reviewing Nemhard's 3. His foot might have been on the line. That's close. Yeah, Westbrook got traded to the Wizards there, so for my thoughts about that, Wizards getting better there with Russell Westbrook, and then for the Rockets, they're just tanking. They're absolutely tanking for Houston to get John Wall, and questions that if he's going to even be able to return the same player, when he's going to be able to return, that's insane. So, yeah, Houston's just tanking right now. Man. As they have that breaking news right underneath. Yeah, just absolute tank right there. So, Harden left with just massive undergoing of a new construction now of a Houston Rockets team. Sandwich09, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, Iowa coming up against Gonzaga on December 19th. Huge game there, as he's a Hawkeyes fan. Welcome on board. We get a couple Iowa fans here out on this channel. Glad to have you in the stream, man. If you guys are new in the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We have a minute 20 left to go before halftime. As we're back into action here. West Virginia had the basketball. They passed it inside. Ball got deflected out of bounds. It's going to be blown whistle here. It's going to get tapped out of bounds by Drew Timme. So, West Virginia's going to have it right back. They're going to get the inbound underneath the rim coming up. Baylor or Illinois. I'm going to take Baylor by 2 in that one tonight. 82-80. So inbound coming up for West Virginia here. A minute 17 left to go forward in the shot clock. Bounce pass. Underneath, that's going to be a shooting foul. So Oscar Tshiebwe once again fighting his way, going to the free throw line. West Virginia as well will make their way into the double bonus here. Shooting 2 now for the Mountaineers. Tshiebwe looking solid so far in this one. Got 9 points in this game. He's played 14 minutes, got 8 rebounds. Tshiebwe and Culver looking like they could very well have a double-double before this one's set and over. First free throw. Tshiebwe got it. Do I get Virginia Tech or VMI? I would go Virginia Tech all the way in that one. For that one over VMI. At halftime, tell us who you think of each conference will go to the tournament. Okay, I'll see if I can get every single one of those conferences. Let me see here. I'll find. Yeah, I'll do that during halftime. I'll get that up. I'll bring up ESPN because I have to go through. I think there's like 32 conferences. I'll go through 30 as the free throw goes down. 37-31 the score. Gonzaga now with the basketball. They have it at the free throw circle. Moves it back to the left wing to Nemhard. Under a minute left to play here before halftime. Nemhard has it. Dribbles right baseline. Guarded by Tshiebwe. Pass over to the top of the key. Takes the 3 straight away. Got it. Joel Ayayi right there from the top of the key. Knocks it down. They draw. Winning 3. That's a big triple. Ayayi, as he has got 9 points in this game for Gonzaga. Currently, he's the leading scorer. He has been the efficient one. They got to keep on feeding Ayayi because he's 4 for 7. Just knocked down a 3-point shot. West Virginia now with the ball. At the edge of the Jimmy V Classic logo. 14 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Differential 10 seconds. Game clock down to 20. Shot clock down to 10. Double teamed. As McBride has it. And Gonzaga will pick up the foul. Oh no, they're going to say timeout before that. Timeout by West Virginia. Right before that. As he was getting trapped. So lucky there. As West Virginia has only got 2 timeouts left. Gonzaga with all 4 in the pocket. Clock will stop with 16.5. Do I think James Harden will stay in Houston or get traded? I think he's going to get traded now. I think he's going to ask for a trade since Westbrook is gone. And I wouldn't be shocked if he goes over to the Nets there and teams up with Kyrie and KD. So we wish happy early birthday to my man Vegas there. The Big 18 coming up in a week from now. That's awesome, dude. Next Friday there from my man Vegas. The Big 18 is senior year of high school. Yeah, Wichita State in a tight one against Oral Roberts. Wichita State this year, I think they're going to have a down season. because Wichita State lost 6 players to transfer, and they also lost their head coach like a week and a half, 2 weeks before the season. Let's be respectful over here on the channel, though. No matter who you root for, by the way. So we're back into it, 37-34 after the timeout. West Virginia with the basketball, going to put up the floater. That rolls around the rim. It goes in for 2. Big shot goes down. Deuce McBride able to get it with 8 seconds left to go. And the timeout taken on the court here by Gonzaga as they burn their first. The ACC is looking like every team's going to make it. I definitely will not say that for Wake Forest for this year for the ACC. Even though some of the teams have been shockingly much better than I expected. Boston College, even though they're only 1-2, they played all tight games, and they went right down to the wire against Villanova. They just couldn't close it out in that opening night game. I really can't. I can't wait for Florida State to start playing, because Florida State's one of those teams that they always seem to do well. Every single season that people just don't have faith in Florida State being like one of the top tier teams, and they always outperform their expectations. Like a lot of analysts I saw predicted Florida State in like the 20 to 25 range. I put them up around 11 or 12, I think, on my preseason top 25. So 39-34, 3 seconds left to go as we are back into it. Gonzaga takes the 3 at the horn, no good. Hit the rim short, and we're going to go into halftime in this one. A 5-point lead, West Virginia's defense key, and that is why they're out on top in this game. And Derek Culver, Oscar Tshiebwe in a big way, 10 and 8 by Tshiebwe. Culver with 7 points, 9 rebounds, and both of these players could very well have double-doubles heading that way before this game is over for this one. And so right now they are nearing that right before halftime, almost there towards a double-double. So yeah, this is a sports community here, so make sure everybody's respectful out here on the channel, no matter who you root for, by the way. I'm a big Celtics fan from Massachusetts. I'm a huge Boston sports fan. Providence and URI for college basketball. But no matter who you root for, this is why this is a great sports play-by-play community for everybody, just to join in and hang out and enjoy these live streams. What's good here, Steven? Welcome on the stream, man. Must be glad about the Steelers today. Still undefeated, man. Looking good. Able to take down the Ravens once again. Yes, St. Louis going to the second round at least. I'm right with you, Ty. I think St. Louis is definitely going to be a second weekend team in the tournament. They are looking lethal. They beat LSU, by the way, without 2 of their starters. They beat LSU. St. Louis is that sleeper type of team that gets disrespected by the AP poll. Them and San Diego State. Both of those teams are going to have to go undefeated to finally get some respect by the AP folks, because Michigan went into overtime and barely beat Oakland, and Michigan received more votes than San Diego State and St. Louis. So that's how that went right there. In Ohio State, I think Ohio State might be one of the most overrated teams right now in college basketball. I think if you're a Buckeye fan, I think you're in for a rough season this year for Ohio State. Because I thought that Seth Towns would be back in time, and he would be as advertised and be a game changer. And Seth Towns just has never got healthy. Just hasn't been back healthy yet. And Ohio State's been having a lot of trouble scoring. They just barely got by UMass Lowell. Was able to break away in the final minutes. And I feel like they're going to get 13, 14, maybe 15 losses this year for Ohio State, depending on how many games they play or so. But yeah, I feel like they're going to get double-digit losses here for Ohio State. So right now we're at halftime between these two teams, and West Virginia team, they are just tough, gritty defensively. And that is what they are doing right now, shutting down Gonzaga. Gonzaga, number 2 shooting team in the country behind Dayton last season, and shutting down Gonzaga to only 37% from the floor. And the big key here, West Virginia, rebounds, rebounds, rebounds. as West Virginia +5 in the glass, 24-19. Reason why Oscar Tshiebwe and Derek Culver, both of them nearing a double-double at halftime. Tshiebwe with 10 points, 8 rebounds, also got a block, and Derek Culver 7 points, 9 rebounds here. Both of these players, huge force as far as boards. I would love to see West Virginia take on St. Louis in the tournament. I would love to see that, because St. Louis is that type of team too. They are gritty. They got 2 really good rebounders, Hassan French and Jordan Goodwin. Both averaged a double-double last season for St. Louis. And for them to go, the 2 of them to go up against Culver and Tshiebwe, that would be phenomenal. Going up against St. Louis's guards as well. They got Yuri Collins, the point guard, sophomore, really underrated. Led all college basketball freshmen in assists per game last season. Terrific defender. He is scrappy and great passer with great vision, and it makes them a pretty good complete team there. I feel like that's my sleeper right now. Yep, Ivy League got canceled this season, so no Ivy League. Patriot League is going to start out in January for Patriot League play. What's everybody's predictions for this game? I predicted Gonzaga for this one, actually. But the Jalen Suggs injury very well has put a damper on Gonzaga in this one. 81-70, that's my prediction, was Gonzaga in this game. But that high-flying offense nowhere near in the first half here. Of course, 2 halves to basketball, so we will see. Yeah, that massive trade there. So Houston just tanking now. I feel like James Harden is probably going to leave and request for a trade now. So Russell Westbrook out of Houston. He goes to the Washington Wizards. Teams up with Bradley Beal now. And John Wall goes over to the Houston Rockets here. And it might be a while before he gets healthy. So Houston just taking a chance and going in for a massive rebuild, basically. Yeah, Colt predicts here, I see more of a low-scoring game now, 58-55. He predicts West Virginia in this one. Danny liking Gonzaga by 6 in this game. My score that I had earlier in the 80s there, that's probably well out of reach right now for that one. So let's see here. Quick scoreboard update, and then I'll go into my predictions for a little bit for the season. As we take a look right now, a couple of games from the scoreboard update. I'll go through what's gone final so far before we get to the games in progress. BYU beat St. John's today, 74-68 the final. Florida over Army, 76-69. Indiana beat Stanford, 79-63 the final on that one. Trace Jackson Davis, great game, 31 points. Penn State over VCU, 72-69. Cincinnati over Lipscomb, 67-55. Ohio State over Morehead State, 77-44. Texas game winner, Matt Coleman with .1 left to go, 69-67 to win the Maui Invitational. And then as far as games currently in progress, looks like this. Alabama at halftime up against Providence, 41-32. Rhode Island, great game, tied up with Seton Hall, 44 even there at the Ryan Center in Kingston. Xavier all over Tennessee Tech right now, 46-27. And Texas A&M, yikes, having a lot of problems with Tarleton, new to Division I. Tarleton leads at 32-26 over Texas A&M. Oral Roberts right now in the second half up against Wichita State, 48-47. And Iowa State right now down by 13 against South Dakota State. Ouch. So South Dakota State leads at 50-37. In the second half against Iowa State. Other games, Michigan up against Ball State, 50-39. And Duquesne winners today against UNC Greensboro, 81-68. Clemson winners against South Carolina State, 75-38. Hey, what's good, Thomas? Welcome to Stream, man. Yeah, just massive trade about like 20 minutes to half an hour ago with John Wall going over to the Rockets and then Russell Westbrook being sent over now to the Washington Wizards. Got some other scoreboard updates. Florida State, season opener, leading North Florida 11-5. SMU looking good early on up against Houston Baptist 14-4. Memphis leads Arkansas State 12-4. And now one good game later tonight. I'll keep you guys posted on this one as I'll be streaming Illinois versus Baylor. That's the one I'll be streaming. But also, there's also Oregon against Missouri. That's a really good game, so I'll keep you guys posted on that score throughout tonight as well. Hey, what's good, Karen? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is well. And Murray State taking on Middle Tennessee right now, and Middle Tennessee leads at 34-30 in that game. So I'm going to see here. I'm going to take a look at the conferences for you guys in a little bit. Right now we're just at halftime. If you guys are new in the stream, spike that thumbs up. Hitting that like helps out this video a ton. Hit that subscribe. And ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified as well for future live streams here. I cover games here, play-by-play, college basketball games, also NBA games in Behind the Arc Basketball. So I'll be back later tonight after this one as well. It's going to be a separate stream. We got Illinois against Baylor, 2 top 5 teams. Should be an incredible game. Thanks so much, Roger, for stopping on by, man. Appreciate it. And then tomorrow, also another doubleheader I plan on streaming. It's going to be UConn against USC there. For that one. Should be a good game. Both of those two teams pretty even. So UConn, USC at 7, and then 9:30 with Florida against Boston College. Yeah, that's on Fox Sports 1, Oregon, Missouri. Really good game there. That's gonna be Oregon's first game of the season. So let's see here. Taking a look a little bit about the conferences. I'm gonna just go down the order here. Atlantic Sun. So I'll go alphabetical order. Atlantic Sun, I'm going to take Liberty in that conference. Liberty won against Mississippi State. Mississippi State is really just down this season for them. But I'm going to take Liberty out of the Atlantic Sun this year. For the America East, right now, my preseason pick was Vermont. Vermont doesn't come out of quarantine until December 18th. I'm going to stick with Vermont. But UMass Lowell has been really surprising this year so far for UMass Lowell. They played Ohio State right down to the wire. I'm still going to take Vermont there because they are just been on a tear in the America East to win the conference. And New Hampshire, New Hampshire's got a lot of upperclassmen there as well. I feel like New Hampshire can make it deep into the America East tournament, but I like Vermont in that conference. For the American here, for tournament teams, Houston, definite team to win the American. So impressed by them, how they played against Texas Tech. And they didn't even make a final shot with 11 and a half left to go. They won the game just straight at the free throw line. They won the game there for Houston. So Houston all the way. As far as the American with other teams, Memphis right now I got in the NCAA tournament as a bubble team. And then after that, either between SMU and Cincinnati. SMU retains a bunch of seniors in their roster. So maybe they're SMU, maybe a fourth with Cincinnati, but definitely Houston will make it in from the American. As far as the other teams, Temple, Wichita State, East Carolina, Tulane, Central Florida, Tulsa, these teams I feel won't make it in. In South Florida in the preseason, that was my sleeper, but South Florida has been struggling early on or so. They're going to have to be able to have a great conference play in order to get in and be much better throughout the rest of the season. Hey, what's good, Alex Dude 2? Welcome in, man, for stopping on by. Who's in foul trouble right now for sure? We'll update you guys with that. West Virginia, they only have 2 fouls by 2 bench players. Gabe Ashaboyan and Taz Sherman with 2 by West Virginia. For Gonzaga, 2 fouls as well by 3 players, 2 of those starters. Anton Watson has picked up 2 personals. The big man, Drew Timme, really struggling. He is 1 for 9 shooting, only 3 points. He's got 2 personals. And off the bench, Aaron Cook has got 2 personals as well for Gonzaga. I'm just going down the line of conferences, who I see in the tournament, who I don't. Atlantic 10 here. This conference could very well get 4, possibly 5 bids if they keep on outperforming and shocking us left and right. They got two really potential bids here that I feel like is going to be locks. Richmond and St. Louis. Mark those down. Those should be 2 tournament teams for sure. Richmond and St. Louis. After that, there's question marks. I think they'll be able to squeeze in a third for the A10 at least. The third team I feel like is going to be Dayton right now. I like the Flyers to be number 3, and then after that, up for grabs 4, 5, 6, 7. I think these are going to be really good teams up here. 4, 5, 6, 7. St. Bonaventure, Rhode Island, Davison, Duquesne, UMass in that grouping as well. That's that whole grouping there. That whole grouping has the chance to steal a bid also, possibly, from the A10 there. And VCU, you can add into that grouping. VCU outperforming expectations as well so far. They destroyed Utah State early on. And the teams that I have to count out from the A10, teams that I would have to count out right now, that would be George Washington, Fordham. Those are the bottom two of the conference. And then after that, St. Joseph's and LaSalle. I'm going to count that out. And then George Mason, I count out as well. But all the other teams in play. And UMass is yet to play a game so far. So I think they can shock some people this year with my home state team. Trey Mitchell, he could be on the tear this year. Possible A10 player of the year possibly for Trey Mitchell. Absolute beast. Okay, going in order. ACC, tournament teams, I see. Florida State, yes. Louisville, yes. Virginia, Duke, yes. And North Carolina as well. I see 5 right there. And then after that, there's some of these teams in the bubble. Bubble teams here. Clemson. Clemson's been playing well right now. I think they got a good chance, possibly, along with Virginia Tech. They've been the one that shocked me with a win over Villanova. But I'm not buying Virginia Tech just yet. I got them on the bubble. They're moving up in my rankings. Miami, bubble. I got Miami on the bubble. They suffered some big injury losses. Syracuse, bubble as well. North Carolina State, they're going to be bubble, ride it all the way to Selection Sunday. Yep, Tarleton State beating Texas A&M. North Carolina State, bubble till Selection Sunday. Either the first team out or they're going to play in the first 4 rounds, I feel like, for NC State. Georgia Tech, not looking good right now. I actually had Georgia Tech in the tournament in the preseason, but not looking good for them right now. They are bubble as they really need work to do. 2 terrible losses to start out for Georgia Tech. Boston College, I think they can surprise some teams. I'd be shocked if they make it in, though. But they're a young team on the rise there for BC. Teams that I roll out of the ACC that will not make it in. Wake Forest. That's a definite. Let's see what else we got. Notre Dame. That's a definite that they're probably not going to make it in. And then most likely Pittsburgh. If Pittsburgh shocks me, they can maybe move up to a bubble. But those are 3 that I just don't see going in. Will be Wake Forest, Notre Dame, and Pittsburgh. Does Gonzaga have a chance to cover in this one? 1.5 on the spread. Possibly there. Possibly. They have a chance. Maybe. We'll see. Yep, Texas A&M is a definite not making the NCAA tournament. Losing to Tarleton. Ouch. Alabama up against Providence 56-45. I'm a Providence fan, and yeah, I thought that Providence should be able to get that one. Still a lot of time remaining, though. But yeah, Tarleton leads Texas A&M by 10, 42-32. I think that Murray State could very well take the Ohio Valley this year. Okay, here we go. Big 12 for my predictions right here. Tournament teams. Looks like this. Baylor, Texas, West Virginia. Those are all yes. Texas Tech, yes. Kansas. Kansas might finish 5th in the conference, by the way. Maybe even 6th if Oklahoma State keeps on a roll right now. But it looks like this. Baylor, for me, Baylor, West Virginia, Texas, 1, 2, 3. And then it's between Texas Tech and Kansas right now for 4. Texas Tech, I feel like, had it done in that game. And Kansas isn't as great as advertised, I feel like, for Kansas. They're playing much worse than the number 7 seed right now. And Texas Tech just had their hands full against a really good Houston team. And then the 3 teams that I'm going to count out for the tournament for Big 12. Well, Oklahoma State right now, it's got the tournament ban. But definitely not making it is Kansas State, Iowa State, and also TCU. Even though TCU has done pretty good so far for TCU, I think as far as the strength of the conference, I think when they get into conference play, it's going to be really tough for TCU. If Louisville goes 5-0, do I think they have a chance to be ranked? They're going to have to win against Wisconsin in order to be ranked there. But that's impressive, though. Western Kentucky, really, really impressive victory. And without some of their key starters as well. So, just going to keep on winning some more games. Definitely a win against Wisconsin would definitely help there. And as well as keeping it close to Wisconsin, too. So, yeah, I wasn't able to get through all the conferences here as we're going to start off the second half for you guys. But if you're new on the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, as well as I cover play-by-play here on Behind Your Arc Basketball. I went through a couple of them for you guys. It's a long time to go through all 32 or so, but a couple predictions here and there. So Oscar Tshiebwe, Derek Culver, big force in the first half for West Virginia, and that is why they are both nearing a double-double. 10 and 8 by Tshiebwe. Culver right now with 7 points, 9 rebounds. As we're going to start out the second half, West Virginia going left to right. They possess the basketball first, and they lead it by 5. At the top of the key, West Virginia with it as we return right back over to the second half. At the left baseline, into the hands of Tshiebwe. We get a quick foul picked up by Gonzaga. Clock will stop, 12 seconds through. So Bradley here, he is writing that Louisville going to go undefeated this year and going to win the championship. There we go. I will mark that right down there. 39-34, 20 seconds through. Gonzaga now with the basketball. Pass over to the right corner perimeter. Into the hands of Nembhard. Nembhard floats it up mid-range and banks it. That's good off the backboard. Nembhard able to be filling in right here, and he's been able to be key as of late. 4 for 8 shooting. 9 points by Nembhard, filling in, getting some more quality minutes as Jalen Suggs right now. Just huge injury concern with him. That was just devastating to see him go down. Right baseline jumper. Thought he was fouled at the baseline with Sean McNeil as he waved his hands up in the air, but no, it's an air ball. Rebound Gonzaga. Nembhard takes inside, floats it up, no good. Hit the front rim. Rebound back over to West Virginia. Elliot, welcome on the stream, man. Appreciate it for stopping on by. West Virginia had it, floated up. It's no good. As Ayai gets the board, and West Virginia going to come down with a rebounding foul as well. Clock will stop with 18:54. Yeah, so the trade that went down earlier today, that was Russell Westbrook going over to the Washington Wizards now. So Westbrook not with the Rockets anymore, and John Wall going from the Wizards over to the Rockets. So they do a swap like that. Bounce pass off the cutter. Ayai cuts to the basket. That's good for 2. 39-38. Great cut right there. James Harden to the Warriors, Tom predicts here. I think very well he could request a trade, I think, as West Virginia has it the left corner. Lost control of it, though, as Gonzaga gets the steal and better half defensively here coming right out of the second half for Gonzaga as they get a huge steal at the left corner. What's more likely to happen? Louisville goes undefeated or wins it all, or they make it to the NIT? They make it to the NIT would most likely happen right there. To go undefeated and win it all, oh, that is so difficult to do. so difficult to do. 39-38. Even though they destroyed Western Kentucky yesterday, who looked pretty good in the bad boy mowers bracket, and they took West Virginia right down to the wire. It's just Travion Hollingsworth. He injured his thumb in that game. Really had a big impact in the second stage of that game. Yes, I'll be back. Illinois Baylor after this one. So timeout taken on the floor. 1-point game currently. So taking a look right now. Quick scoreboard update for everybody. In college basketball looks like this. Back and forth, Seton Hall leads Rhode Island by 151-50 to score in that one. Alabama up against Providence 59-47. Honestly thought Providence would be much better for that one. Then they're playing. Ouch. I have Providence in the tournament too, but they really got to get much better than that. As far as other games, Memphis up against Arkansas State 21-10. Florida State currently playing in their game as well. Taking on North Florida. Florida State leads at season opener 24-11. And Texas A&M taking on Tarleton here, new to D1, and Tarleton leads at 44-37. Try to pull off an upset for the ages with 13 minutes remaining in that one. So we'll keep you guys posted. By the way, Wichita State losing against Oral Roberts, and Iowa State as well losing against South Dakota State 60-48. So losing by games like these, that's just rough right there for your tournament chances. Yesterday we saw that for Washington. Washington lost by 15 against UC Riverside. And yeah, we're going to see more power conference teams lose to mid-majors here this season. It is rough. so far. Let's see here. Wendy's or McDonald's? I would definitely take Wendy's as well. Sleeper Final Four team for Tarleton. It's too funny. Oh man, the day of the upset here for college basketball. Texas A&M. Ouch. Texas A&M. Put them in the same bracket as Washington and Kansas State, and put them in a bracket together with each other there, because that's where they're heading right now. We're back to action. 39-38 the score. Louisville, Ty puts out, has the same % chance of winning it all as he does of getting a girlfriend. Oh man, sorry to hear that, brother. Keep your head up, dude. As we're right back into it. 18-20 left to go. 1 point game. Gonzaga now with the basketball. Aaron Cook, pass over to the left corner to Watson. Left baseline dribble. Bounce pass over to Timmy O. Nice dish underneath. Finds Ayayi up and in. He puts it off the glass. That's good for 2. That is elite level passing right there, but the Zags able to recapture the lead. 13 points by Joel Ayayi, the leading scorer for Gonzaga. West Virginia now has it. Top of the key with McBride. Slides it over to the left wing to Sherman. Sherman has it now. Dribbles guarded by Ayayi around the perimeter. Takes the 3. That one's up. Got it. From the outside, Taz Sherman knocks it down. That's going to be a 2-point shot, though. His foot was on the line. Just on the edge of it. So Gonzaga has it back, but they lost control of it. Here to go with a steal. West Virginia, 1-man a beat. We got contact and a foul. And the Mountaineers going to go shoot 2 shots here by Emmett Williams. Coming up in the free throw line. Clock will stop with 17:38. Going to be the 3rd personal by Corey Kispert right now, as he's the only one that's in serious foul trouble for Gonzaga. So he picks up his 3rd personal. Everybody else with either 2 or 1 on the roster for Gonzaga, and West Virginia with either 2 or 1 as well for personals. So 2 shots here at the line. First free throw coming up. Emmett Williams here for West Virginia with 17:38 left to go on the clock. Shot number 1, got it down. Yep, Texas A&M not even going to make it to the CBI. If they even have that this year. Or the CID, yeah. All those, like, smaller tournaments that they do. Just random postseason tournaments just to fill in places of teams if they want to agree to those. Second free throw, got it down. 17:30 left to go in this one. Still a lot of time as Emmett Williams, perfect 2 for 2 at the free throw line for West Virginia. Gonzaga down by 3, past the left corner. Cook going to move it now inside over to Timmy. Turnaround jumper, got it. Finally, something goes down by Drew Timmy right there into the post, able to get some separation. That's only a 2nd bucket out of 10 attempts. 17-14 left to go remaining in this game. West Virginia had the ball, but they lost it. Goes out of bounds right there. West Virginia turned it over, and Gonzaga's going to have it right back. Hey, what's good, Steven? Welcome to the stream, man. Yep, John Wall got traded to the Rockets now as Russell Westbrook heads over to the Wizards. Xavier, yeah, about to go 5-0. I'm still not sold on Xavier, though. They've played just really close games with mid-majors so far. A couple of them. 17 minutes remaining. Gonzaga missed a jumper. That was good to see in the side cam. We were showing Jalen Suggs as he is in the tunnel underneath. He is trying to move around under the tunnel there. And so that is really encouraging for Gonzaga fans. Jalen Suggs, he has yet to be into this game ever since that injury in the first half. Gonzaga trailing right now by 3, but good to see that he's able to do some movement in the tunnel underneath. We were showing that cam view a couple moments ago. Gonzaga no good on the shot. West Virginia takes the 3 off the mark. No good. Fight for the rebounds. And that's going to be a rebounding foul. It's by Shibwe here of the Mountaineers as the clock will stop. Hey, what's good? Travlon, welcome to the stream. What do you miss here? Just West Virginia, just incredible defensively in this game today. That's why they're winning 45-42. They are putting a clamp right down and guarding the best player of the team, Drew Timmy for Gonzaga, where he's only 2 for 11. Oscar Shibwe just picked up his 3rd personal, though, for West Virginia. So this has been a slugfest type of defensive defensive type of game here today. 16-17 left to go. Coy puts out Louisville is at least in the top 5 at the end of the year here. Thoughts on Duke? They are a really young team. I see that they're going to go to the NCAA tournament, but I think they just need a whole lot more from their team. Of course, disappointing game yesterday for Duke, but they should be in the tournament. They should be in the top of the ACC. As Gonzaga turns it over in the post, that is good to see. Jalen Suggs able to walk right past to the bench. But I just don't see Duke winning it or making it to the Final Four this year. They're not explosive for Duke. They just don't have that explosiveness. I don't even think I see them to the Elite Eight either for Duke for this year. They just lack explosiveness for Duke. I just need more from Wendell Moore, Matthew Hurt, Jordan Goldwire. Those three really need more for Duke. And then the rest of the team's really young. Jalen Johnson had a great first game, but then yesterday, him and B.J. Boston in the same department with each other, trying to be the superstar, and it just didn't go down at all. Both of them were just absolutely cold from the floor, having rough games. So time stops here, 45-42 in this one, as we're going to go on a timeout. There was a personal foul picked up by Gonzaga right before the timeout. It was on Aaron Cook as he picked up the personal here, so we'll go to immediate timeout. What's good, Chris S? Welcome to the stream once again, man. I appreciate it for stopping on by. Must be loving that Michigan State win from yesterday there. Win by double digits in the non-conference slate at Cameron Indoor. So the first time that has happened by a double-digit win at Cameron Indoor by a non-conference team since I think like 1996. And the whole Louisville team for Bradley puts out. You got to be loving Carly Jones there. Carly Jones looking so good. What a great transfer pickup there, Chris Mack got. I really like Fats Russell from Rhode Island. He can be a really good player. If it all just depends on his shot selection. He's just so scrappy defensively. He's great at stealing the basketball. He plays like Isaiah Thomas. But when he takes the right shots and he makes the right decisions, that's when Rhode Island's usually rolling, which right now it's a tight game. They're down by 3 against Seton Hall. There's still 8.5 left to go in that one. But yeah, Providence getting stomped on in their game too. Ouch. 68-49. That's not good against Alabama. They have a whole lot of work to do if they want to be in the tournament there for Providence. What do I think for the Raiders? I think the Raiders are slipping apart right now. I think the Raiders are gonna slip apart and probably miss the playoffs right now because that's what's happening. I was shocked that they got destroyed by that much against the Falcons. What I think about the Steelers and Chiefs as well. Steelers have played an easy schedule. That's why they're 11-0 there. Played like the easiest schedule in the NFL. And Chiefs there, I feel like the Chiefs going to win the Super Bowl for this year and repeat it. My Super Bowl prediction is going to be Chiefs-Packers. That is really good to see. Jalen Suggs able to head to the bench area. And that is good. He's got determination. Goes and takes a seat. Oh, and look at that. That is great. Jalen Suggs, baby. Checking into the game. Yo. Let's go here. Glad to see a top 5 pick check right back into the game. That is amazing. That looked like a devastating injury earlier on. So we got 15:50 remaining. We'll see if this plays his course throughout this game here. Jalen Suggs is back in. That is so good to see for him because you never want to see devastating injuries for the young man, especially in his third collegiate game. West Virginia now with the basketball. They have it at the left wing. So if you guys are just entering the stream right now, Jalen Suggs got injured halfway through the first half approximately. And then he left the game. He never entered the game until right now. He is back into the game for the first time today. Gonzaga gets the rebound, goes up the court, puts the ball into the hands of Nembhard. Slices defenders in the key, puts it up, got it off the backboard for 2. Andrew Nembhard having himself a game today. 11 points today, 5 for 10 from the floor. 45-44, 15 minutes as we approach that mark left to go. This is going to be a good one now with Suggs right back into the game and healthy. As Suggs almost forced a steal. They're going to say he reached in though, picks up the foul. The clock will stop with 15 minutes even. Murray State's losing. They destroyed a non-D1 school a couple of days ago. Do I think Warriors or Lakers can make it to the finals for 2021? Yes. I definitely think the Lakers can make there, and I think the Warriors are going to make it deep. But I would take the Lakers once again for a repeat to make it once again back to the finals. Lakers are stacked again. Derek Culver at the free throw line here, shooting 2, 15 minutes remaining. First free throw, Culver missed it off the mark. 1 point West Virginia lead. If you're new in the stream here, feel free to spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. We'll be back after this one, Baylor against Gonzaga. We're going to take a little bit of a break since it's later today. I have to set up the stream as well, so feel free to stop on by for that one later today. Both of the free throws missed at the line, and Gonzaga's going to have the basketball right back. Pass inside, off to the cut there to the big man. Timmy puts it up and in off the glass. That's good for 2. And now they are rolling. Gonzaga captures the lead with 14:44 left to go. And they're going to go to the free throw line as well. Drew Timmy, who just able to cut right off the screen. And he absorbed the contact, gut foul, put it off the glass. He hasn't had a great game today. But good to see Drew Timmy there with a big, big shot. 3 for 12 today. He's able to go to the line, shoot 1. That free throw is good. 47-45. West Virginia now has it. Still anybody's game right here in this one. At the left elbow, West Virginia now with the basketball. Into the hands of Ashaboyan. Hands it over to Sherman. They got a couple bench players in, and they lose control of it. Gonzaga, full court pass ahead of the pack. They lay it up and in. That is the Gonzaga team that I saw against Kansas and Auburn on Thursday and Friday. The one that got back in transition and just scored buckets on you in a fast break, just like that. And it hadn't happened today until just like that there. 49-45 to score. That is the first fast break bucket, I believe, that West Virginia has allowed in this game so far today. Man, give it to West Virginia's defense, though, in this one. Allowing Gonzaga to shoot the ball at 43% Carly in this one. Gonzaga just was shooting the ball at a huge clip, like 56% around that mark heading into this game today. As we'll go on a timeout. West Virginia takes their timeout. They're down to 1 timeout remaining. Gonzaga with 2 left in the pocket. Later today, what's the game at that time? That is a late one, Jason. So it's 10 o'clock Eastern time. 10 Eastern, 9 Central. It's going to be the latest stream that I have ever done before on the stream. So we are going to make history tonight here on the channel. The latest stream I have ever covered on Behind the Arc Basketball. So I think the latest stream I've ever covered before it started at 9:30. I've never covered a 10 o'clock Eastern time game before, but it's going to be the first one, and it's on a work night too. I got work tomorrow morning, so a quick turnaround for me for sure. But yep, Illinois Baylor, all the hype for the matchup, should be a good one. 2 great backcourts going at it, and hopefully the points just fly off the scoreboard. Both teams coming in averaging 99 points per game. West Virginia with the basketball, takes the 3, they sink it. From the outside, the Mountaineers knock it down. It's a 1-point game. Huge triple there goes down by Tad Sherman. Some bench points for the Mountaineers. Gonzaga now has it at the right wing. Nembhard dribbles to the free throw circle. Takes the jumper. No good. Too strong. Off the back rim. Rebound by West Virginia. Mountaineers take it past the half-court logo. 13.5 left to go. As they will take another 3. It's an air ball to get the offensive rebound. They put it back outside. Into the hands of McBride. Deuce McBride going to slow it down. He sets it up here, 15 on the shot clock. McBride dribbles towards his left in the double team. Bounce pass over to the free throw circle. Drives inside. It will split defenders. Gutted to fall. Up and in. Ashaboyan off the backboard. West Virginia takes the lead by 1. And he got fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line, shoot the and 1. Marshall, Jim Duncan, welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate it for stopping them by. That's great, dude. He used to work at the Coliseum. That is awesome, man. Eonic Mystic, welcome to the stream here. My day's been going really well, man. Glad to have you in the stream here. If you guys are new to this channel, spike that thumbs up. Hitting that like helps out this video a ton here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell, as I'll be covering I cover play-by-play college basketball games, also NBA games. The free throw, the and 1, that is good at the line by West Virginia. They lead it by 2. 13 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. Gonzaga has it at the right wing perimeter. Entry pass into the lane here. Over to Timmy. Timmy has it and lost control of it. Goes out of bounds. And the refs are going to say it's out of bounds. Turnover by Drew Timme. So that is only Gonzaga's 6th turnover of the game. It's going to go right back over to West Virginia. Hey, Bradley, what is up here? Glad to have you stopping by. Bagel Boy, hello here. Welcome in all the new people. Appreciate it for being a part here. 13 minutes left to go. West Virginia with the basketball. That was great defense by the Mountaineers. They have it at the left elbow. McBride passes over to the left elbow into the hands of Asha Boyan. Had a big layup a couple moments ago. Bounce past the left baseline. Matthews, jumper, takes it. No good off the mark. A rebound by Kispert here, Gonzaga. Gonzaga basketball with 12:45 on the clock. As they will go into the post, and that is good for 2 with the left hand. Andrew Nembhard having himself a game today for Gonzaga here. Gets the bucket off the backboard, ties up at 51. Nembhard with 13. Looking good, as he is the number 2 scorer right behind Ayayi's 15. Tie game, West Virginia backs their way here. Culver moves it out to the left wing. Matthews has it. Guarded by Kispert, passing the key off the fingertips of Culver, gets intercepted by Suggs. Gonzaga has it right back, pass up the court, as Gonzaga tries to drive inside, but they commit the offensive foul. Anton Watson runs right over Nakeem Taz Sherman, as Sherman takes the charge, and West Virginia is going to have it back. That's the 6th personal by Gonzaga. Let's see here. Who do I think would make a good football player or basketball here? He's 14, 6'2", about to start sports for his freshman year. Wow, 14 years old, 6'2" there, definitely. Definitely get the size for it at 14 years old. So, yeah, I would say definitely get the size there for sure. 12 minutes left to go. Tie game up at 51 even in this one. West Virginia going to take a 3 and they knock it down. That is something they were lacking last season from the perimeter. Only 29% from the outside. Huge three-point shot went down by Sean McNeil. He hit some big ones late in that Western Kentucky game. Gonzaga has it. Free throw circle. Pass over into the lane here to Suggs. Suggs backs his way. Guarded by McNeil. Turnaround jumper. No good off the mark by Suggs. A rebound over to West Virginia. They're doing a great job on the boards in this game for West Virginia. Out-rebounding Gonzaga 30-25. Deep 3 taken. That's up. Rolled around the rim. No good and out. And fight for the rebound. West Virginia will get called for the fall from behind, though. Clock will stop with 11:26, looks like. Do I agree right now? Top 5 in the poll. Gonzaga, Baylor, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois. Yes. I like that top 5 right now. Maybe between... Yeah, I say that, because Illinois at 5 moved in, because that's how they were before they all moved up like that. I was going to say, if Ohio didn't take Illinois down to the wire, if that was a blowout too, I'd probably have Illinois over Wisconsin. But Ohio took Illinois down to the wire, so that's why they're at 5 there, where they should be. So we got 11:26 left to go in the timeout currently in this one. A great ball game between these two teams. Well, I do triple header next Tuesday. I'll do a double header. Unfortunately, not a triple header, because I get home from work around, I think like 4:50 or so. Usually, I get home from work, and then I eat and shower. So by the time I set up, it's usually like 6:15 or so. So I won't be able to do Creighton, Kansas there. That should be a good game. But yeah, I plan on doing the double though. North Carolina, Iowa, then Illinois at Duke. So those are the two I plan on doing Tuesday. They have some good games. They should have put that on another night. Yeah, I plan on doing Louisville, Wisconsin next week too. Let's see here. If West Virginia wins this game, where do I think they will be? I think probably either someplace around 6 or so. I think around 6 in the standings, maybe 5 before this week's over, depending on what happens with that matchup with Baylor, Illinois today. Because let's see here. They are at 11. So if they win against Gonzaga, Gonzaga would fall. Gonzaga would have to fall, though, below West Virginia, I feel like, because they lost to them. That's the thing. So, there's a lot to be played out. Baylor against Illinois. They might even go up higher. Like, if all these teams bang up on each other, if West Virginia beats Gonzaga, if Baylor, yeah, it's because they play Gonzaga too. Wow. Say if Baylor wins tonight and Baylor wins against Gonzaga, we'll say that, but we'll say Gonzaga loses tonight. Okay, so Baylor number 1, Iowa 2, Wisconsin 3. I'll go with Baylor beating Illinois. I think West Virginia can move up around the 5 mark there, because Duke and Kansas just lost. Either 5 or the 6 mark, because Michigan State as well, they're moving up for Michigan State. And I feel like Creighton is a little bit too high, and with the strength of victory for West Virginia in that one, they should definitely be able to jump ship over Houston in that one. So Yannick Mystic rooting for West Virginia, looks like, for this one, for from Wisconsin out there. Marquette, Wisconsin, I don't believe so. I don't even know what network that's on, but I don't think they put it on ESPN. That's why. It might be on Fox Sports 1, but I actually don't get it with my Sling package. I don't get Fox Sports 1. I only got ESPN, ESPN 2 with my Fox with my Sling package. They didn't give me FS1. And I get with the antenna, I get CBS and Fox. It's very odd. So we are back into it. 54-51 to score. Gonzaga the basketball off the cutter. They got fouled, and Gonzaga will go to the free throw line here. Shoot 2 shots. First free throw good. At the line as Kispert makes it. It's been a good game. Back and forth, back and forth. If Texas wins against Villanova, yeah, I agree that too. Jackson puts out. Get into the top 10, maybe number 11. Texas for sure is definitely going to be moving up. That free throw is good. So both of them go down at the line. It's a 1-point game. West Virginia gets the inbound ball, poked out of bounds by Gonzaga. West Virginia will get it back again. Oscar Sheway currently, he is sitting on the bench for West Virginia right now. We take a look at foul trouble for Gonzaga. 3 fouls each picked up by Anton Watson and Corey Kispert in the starting 5. And then Aaron Cook with 3 fouls picked up. For West Virginia, Sheway in a lot of foul trouble. He's got 4 personals he has picked up. Off the bench, Otsaboyan with 3. Everybody else playing with either 2-1 or 0. 1-point game, West Virginia ball. Deuce McBride has the top of the key. And a quick foul here away from the basketball picked up by Gonzaga. Clock stops. That's going to be their 7th here. It's going to send West Virginia into the bonus. What teams do I root for? I'm a Providence and URI fan for college basketball. I'm from Massachusetts, but I'm like 15, 20 minutes away from Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah, Providence just getting stomped on tonight against Alabama. 11 minutes even remaining. By the way, Providence losing 74-54. Rhode Island in the final 3 minutes, they're trying to survive, winning Seton Hall 66-61. That win, if Rhode Island's able to pull that one off, that would go a huge way right there for URI. That would be the highest quality game for a non-conference slate for URI if they're able to escape victory. They had it. Rhode Island could have been 5-0 right now if they escaped that game. They just couldn't close it out against Arizona State and BC. They could have very well been 5-0 right now. And that's according to free throws if they had hit those. Both of the free throws, by the way, go down at the line by West Virginia. 56-53 now to score. 10:49 left to go. It's been back and forth, back and forth. Gonzaga took it up the court, and the refs blew the whistle, said they turned it over, so West Virginia has it right back. Mountaineers have it with 10:45 remaining. They're able to get it past half court. Moves over to the left wing. Sloppy pass there, and it goes out of bounds. A little bit wide to the left there of Sean McNeil. So a turnover as they trade turnovers. That one by West Virginia. Gonzaga will have it right back. So turnover number 8 today by Gonzaga a couple moments ago. West Virginia just picked up their 10th turnover. Gonzaga now with the basketball. 10:30 remaining. At the top of the key, Nembhard with it. Moves over to the right wing perimeter. Suggs, bounce pass over to Ballo, the big fella. Ballo backs his way into the post as he's going to get fouled here. Clock will stop. Picks up the foul, Derek Culver of West Virginia, and he just picked up his 3rd personal. He is arguing to the official about his hands were up in the air. So 2 shots here by the big fella, Omar Ballo. Who's my underdog to jump into the top team mix right now or later in the season? I would go St. Louis right there. St. Louis is a huge sleeper in my opinion. And they could possibly them and Richmond are right up there. That's going to be a fight for the A10. But I'm going to take St. Louis's roster. I like their depth this year for St. Louis. And they beat LSU. What was impressive about that game? They won against LSU without 2 of their starters. They were able to beat them, and they were in control throughout the entire game. Free throws at the line. Both of them go down by the big fella by Omar Ballo Gonzaga. 10:20 left remaining. West Virginia now with the basketball. They have it at the top of the key. Into the hands of McBride. McBride has it guarded by Kispert here at the right wing as we approach the 10-minute mark left to go. Passes over at the top. Over into the hands of McNeil. Slides over to left baseline. Sherman now has it. Left double jumper. Takes over. Suggs. No good off the mark. And to get the offensive rebound, though, West Virginia puts it back out. At the top of the key, McBride. Dribbles to the free throw circle. Jumper takes it. No good off the mark. And Jalen Suggs gets that rebound for Gonzaga. Gonzaga has it. Suggs pass up the court. Over to Kispert. And he goes into the lane. Lays it up and in for 2. We're going back and forth. 57-56. Corey Kispert. Double figures. He's got 11. It's been a good game here if you guys are new in the stream. Spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well. Wide open. Left corner 3. McNeil missed it. Missed the 3, and there's a rebounding foul from behind as well. As I believe it's going to be called on Culver, and if it is, that's going to be his 4th personal. The clock will stop here with 9:29 left remaining. Gonzaga by 1. Gonzaga's made the last 5 out of 7 shots from the floor. West Virginia's gone cold, missing their last 4. Hey, what's good, Aunt Rodriguez? Welcome back on the stream here. Appreciate for stopping on by. Ouch. Raptors Ducks taking on Ty's Missouri Tigers right now. Doesn't want to watch the end of this thriller or the start of his Ducks record-breaking season here. Yep, the Ducks taking on the Tigers, tipping off in a couple minutes from now. It was a foul from behind by West Virginia. Actually, Gonzaga here now in the bonus at the free throw line, so they're shooting 1-1. First free throw, that one's up, that one's good. By Gonzaga, extending to 2. Second shot coming up. Been a good back and forth game between these two teams. Nemhard, second free throw, missed it off the mark. Fight for the rebound, bodies on the ground. And the refs call tie-up possession arrow to West Virginia. So Mountaineers scramble for the basketball as they got it, and they're going to have it back on the inbound coming up with 9:26. I would take LA there for the Raiders to be back. So I'll take LA over Oakland. Even though if the Raiders would happen to do that, they'd have 3 teams in LA. Which you'd have to move the Rams right back over to St. Louis. Oh, so sorry, Aunt Rodriguez. Sending out my thoughts and prayers out to you. Hopefully a speedy recovery there, man. Sending my prayers out to you, bud. Let's get some prayer emojis out in the chat here for Aunt Rodriguez. It was actually a scramble at the pile, which Gonzaga, the refs called a late whistle on Gonzaga with a foul. So it's going to send West Virginia now to the free throw line. They're in the 1-1 with Isaiah Cottrell. First free throw, that's good. Second free throw ties it up, 58 even. Best conference in my opinion. I would take the Big Ten this year. Big Ten is just loaded with a bunch of teams this year, but Big 12 is stacked as well. Big 12 is like 7 really solid teams, and then 3 teams that's gonna be duds this year. I feel like for Big 12, but stacked at the very top. Gonzaga has it inside the post over to Timmy. Turnaround over Culver. Got it up and in off the backboard. Counts. He got the foul as well. Culver's going to go to the... Timmy's going to go to the free throw line here. Shoot to and 1. As Culver picked up the foul. That's his 4th personal. Free throw is good. Taking a look right now at the foul numbers currently as it looks like this. For Gonzaga, 4 personals by Anton Watson. Everybody else with either 3, 2, or 1. And for West Virginia, Sheway and Culver, the 2 bigs with 4, and Asha Boyan on the bench with 4 as well. 61-58, 9 minutes left to go. Thanks so much for the update, Raptor. That is awesome, man. Hopefully they're able to pull it out. West Virginia has it inside. Pass over to the top of the key. That's a 3. Taken. No good off the mark by West Virginia. Big rebound. Gonna put it up. Couldn't get it. Ball tapped out of bounds by Gonzaga. The refs will say clock will stop with 8:47. West Virginia with really big boards in this one. Plus 4 on the boards in this game, 31-27. Mountaineers going to get the inbound underneath their hoop. They pass it over the top. Now at the free throw circle, and they lost it for a moment, but it's going to be a late whistle. Late whistle, as the refs will call a foul on Gonzaga. Gonzaga almost had the steal right there, but they called a foul on Jalen Suggs, so he picks up his 3rd personal. Washington would win that one, Brian. So Washington gets Russell Westbrook, and Houston going for planning for a big future rebuild. Hey, what's good, Dakota? Welcome in, man. I'm doing pretty well. 1-1 bonus at the free throw line. West Virginia missed the 1-1. It gets rebounded by Gonzaga. Bulldogs now with the basketball, top of the key. Gonna take the 3, no good, missed it. Offensive rebound, that's a huge one by Suggs. Able to put it back outside, but it gets intercepted. West Virginia has it right off the pickoff. At the right wing perimeter. McCabe with the basketball here, top of the key, guarded by Suggs. 8:20 left to go in this one. McCabe moves it over to the top. Bounce pass inside, turnaround, Sheway, got it. Up and in off the glass. 1-point game, Oscar Sheway, turnaround in the key. Nice assist there by the Mountaineers, approaching 8 left to go. He is flirting with a double-double, 12 points, 9 rebounds tonight for Sheway. Nemhard, oh, nice dish inside, over to Kisper, puts it up and in. Off the kiss off the glass right there, that's good for 2. This game's picking up 3-point Gonzaga lead. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Andrew Nemhard, 13 points, 3 assists. Having a pretty solid game today. West Virginia, dish out to the left corner. Almost went out of bounds, able to get it, though, into the hands of McNeil. Pass it over now to Matthews. Has it at the right wing perimeter. West Virginia dribbles now inside Matthews. Oh, nice dish. Over to the big fella, Sheway. Able to throw it down. It's a 1-point game. We're going back and forth if you guys are new. Spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well. Gonzaga takes up the court. They get the bucket. They also get fouled. Corey Kispert right there. Inside into the lane. Actually, it's Drew Timme who is the one who got the pass from Suggs. Timme into the lane. Timmy's been picking up recently in this one. He's going to go to the free throw line coming up. That was a full court pass right over the head of Sheway, up ahead of Timme. And Timme got the layup with the right hand. It was good. Sheway has just fouled out as well. So Oscar Sheway, I believe, as we take a look, that should be his 5th here. Yes, that's his 5th. That's a crusher for West Virginia. Sheway has just fouled out. He just picked up his 5th personal. That is a crusher there for the Mountaineers as we go in the timeout. 65-62 to score. So we got 7:26 left to go. Foul trouble looks like this. So Derek Culver now, the big man with 4. He's got a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Sheway, if you're just joining us, just fouled out in the last foul from behind on Timmy's make on the layup. And Jalen Suggs, he has had a difference in this game here in the second half. Glad to see that he got injured early on. Didn't look likely that he was going to come back, but man, good to see that Jalen Suggs, he is back. And that looked devastating at first, and what a recovery here by Suggs. And he has had a huge impact. Why Gonzaga is leading this game currently. We still got a lot of time left to go, too. This game moving by slowly today. Still a lot of time remaining. Oh, man, thanks so much, Raptor, dude. That is awesome. Let's see your scoreboard update. Yeah, that is incredible. Huge resume builder today for Rhode Island. That's phenomenal. 76-63. Dude, they could easily be 5-0 if they had made the free throws. If they had made their free throws against Arizona State and Boston College, URI right now could have been 5-0 to start out the season. That's phenomenal. Great victory by them. That right there in the resume, that saves it. They got Western Kentucky coming up, so they got another couple games coming up here. Fats Russell at 17. Jeremy Shepard, he had a good game against Arizona State. He had 14 for URI. That's good. That's very good. I want to see how they did at the line. Yeah, they missed 8 free throws, but still able to win it because, yeah, their perimeter defense is good. URI's perimeter defense really good. Do I think Sheway will get drafted? Yes, I think he's gonna get drafted. He's really impressive, man. This draft coming up stacked. By the way, Alabama, 4 minutes left to go, leading Providence 80-66. PC's defense just did not show up for that game. As far as the other games today, college basketball, let's take a look right now. see what we got for scores. Florida State up against North Florida, 36-21. I'm interested to see that Tarleton Texas A&M game. Xavier destroying Tennessee Tech 79-48. Xavier's crushing them right now. Let's see here. What's my prediction for Wisconsin versus Louisville? I'm still gonna stay with Wisconsin in that game for now. So I'm still gonna stay with Wisconsin currently. That's gonna be tighter than what I had thought. So maybe like a week ago though. Michigan winning against Ball State, gonna close it out 84-65. As we are back into this one, and now Texas A&M leading it against Tarleton 63-56. So Texas A&M up against Tarleton now by 7. We're back into action here, 65-62. West Virginia now with the basketball. Turns the corner, drives inside, and they get the bucket. It's good off the glass. That's good for 2. It's a 1-point game. Been a good game today. Gonzaga has it. Shot fake around the perimeter. Gonna take a right wing 3. That's up. No good. Hit the rim short. That was a forced 3-point shot. No good by Gonzaga. Rebound West Virginia. 6:45 left to go. At the left wing. Mountaineers gonna take a 3. That's gonna be a foul. Joel Ayayi picks up the foul. That's gonna be 3 shots for West Virginia around the perimeter. So 3 free throws coming up here for the Mountaineers. As West Virginia as well is gonna find themselves in the double bonus now. 3 free throws coming up there, as that was a 3 from the perimeter by Taz Sherman, number 12. Hey, what's good? Hermes Gonzalez, welcome to the stream here. So sorry to hear that you're a Georgetown fan here, bud. This channel's out here for all sports fans, by the way. But, sorry about your team yesterday, man. I think it's going to be like a big rebuilding year this year for Georgetown. First free throw gutted by West Virginia. Second shot coming up at the free throw line by Taz Sherman. Gutted. They capture the lead. 6:43 remaining. He's going to have his third one as he was fouled from the 3-point line. Got all 3 of them. Knocks it down. It's a 2-point Mountaineers lead. Right into this game. It's been an impressive one tonight. 6:40 left to go. If you're new in the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub as I cover play-by-play here. Basketball behind here. Basketball, Nemhard drives inside, shot fake, able to get around the defender, able to full him, puts it up and off the glass. That's good for 2. This game's tied up even, 67 apiece. Thanks so much, Ionic Mystic, for stopping on by, man. He's going to head out for the Illinois game. For sure, man, I'll be covering that stream as well in a little bit. That starts off in less than an hour from now. Starts off in about 53 minutes from now. 10 p.m. Eastern, Illinois, Baylor. West Virginia missed it as Gonzaga passed up the court inside over to Timmy. And Timmy on a one-on-one cashes it home off, and that's good off the backboard. That's good. Drew Timmy heating up recently now with 15 points. Really struggled early on. West Virginia had a ball get stolen away. 3-on-1 here for Gonzaga. Suggs, lob over the top, over to Kispert, throws it down. That is the team that I saw on Thursday and Friday in transition. 4-point Gonzaga lead. 5:40 left to go. West Virginia almost lost control of it again at the half-court logo. They're going to say Gonzaga foul. Clock will stop with 5:37 and double bonus coming up for the Mountaineers. Hey, what's good, my man Goose? Appreciate it, brother, for stopping by. Hope all is well here. We got 5:37 remaining in this one. Incredible game between these two teams. Really broken out loose here in the second half as far as the points off the board. Raptor puts out, you can't spell Bulldogs without 2 L's. They'll take back-to-back L's here against West Virginia. Is looking like, and Baylor comes Saturday for the huge 1-2 matchup. Fingers crossed, I hope to cover that game for you guys. Fingers crossed. We're supposed to get another terrible storm on Saturday here. Like terrible. I just lost my power 2 days ago from a nor'easter, and we're supposed to get another one, like rain and freezing rain and snow on Saturday. I have no clue what time, but hopefully it comes later. And the game is at 1 o'clock Eastern time on that day. So West Virginia at the free throw line, and both of them go down. McCabe hit both of them at the line. 5:32 left to go. Gonzaga pass up the court. Ball got deflected out of bounds. Clock will stop with 5:32. Gonzaga get the inbound coming up underneath. Do I think LaMelo Ball could go to the Warriors later on in his career? Possibly there. That's a little bit early to tell right now, but only time will tell, I guess. Joel Ayayi got the pass inside and put it up and in off the glass for Gonzaga, 73-69. West Virginia has in the post. Bounce pass over at the free throw circle into the hands of Culver. Passes underneath, turnaround jumper, and got it. Nice shot right there. Isaiah Cottrell hit it. This is a good game here between these two teams. 5 minutes even remaining. Gonzaga basketball. Nembhard at the top of the key. Almost lost it. Got it right back, though. Gonzaga bounce pass. Nembhard over to Timmy. Timmy in the post. Able to get behind the defender. Couldn't get it. Offensive rebound to Yai. Makes some pay right there as West Virginia got a ton of offensive rebounds in the early stages here. Gonzaga, though, with a big one by Joel Ayayi. Right back behind the Mountaineers defense for 2 off the glass. West Virginia drives inside. They get called with an offensive foul. Taz Sherman pushes off right there. Gonzaga takes the charge. And the Bulldogs going to get the basketball right back with 4:35 left to go. Incredible game here with these two teams living up to its hype tonight. Oh, wow. Phenomenal. Gonzaga has it. Suggs thought about passing. Going to take a deep three. No good off the mark. Rebound back to West Virginia. All balls loose, though. West Virginia lost it underneath Gonzaga's basket. West Virginia just lost it. Gonzaga has it right back. Left corner to the left wing. They pass it. Takes the three. They knock it down. Huge three-point shot. That was by Joel Ayayi with 4:05 in the clock. West Virginia, open three. Takes that one. No good. Way off the mark. They get the offensive rebounds. Shot fake underneath Culver. Puts it up. Circus shot. Got it. Derek Culver with a big bucket underneath there. It's a 5-point game. 3:45 left to go. Gonzaga now holding the basketball. Nembhard at the top of the key. Moves over to the left wing. Into the hands of Kisper on a one-on-one here. Kisper gets around his defender. Now floats it up mid-range. No good. Hit the front right. Big rebound. Derek Culver coming up with another board. That's his 14th rebound of the game right there as he's got 13 points along with it. Culver puts at the left wing perimeter. Mountaineers now down by 5. At the top of the key. Over into the hands of Sherman. Drives inside and we're going to have a blocking foul. Drew Timmy picks up the blocking foul committed by Gonzaga. Clock will stop with 3:22. Also going to send West Virginia in the double bonus as well. So yeah, West Virginia, let's see. Yep, already in there in the double bonus currently. Yep. So we get that. What a game indeed, Jason. Incredible game. Hey, what's good, 3D, my man? Appreciate for stopping on by. Thoughts about Michigan State? They got a good team this year, 3D. I think they look like Elite 8 material right now from Michigan State, and they share the basketball so well. And Rocket Watts, he's going to have a great season for Rocket Watts. He broke out at the end of last year, and for Michigan State, you got a lot to be excited for Rocket Watts to break out this year. 78-73 the score, going on a timeout, and a great one here in this one. That was a really impressive victory by Michigan State yesterday against Duke. They share the basketball so well with each other. Let's see what we got. Yeah, David Schlotthauer, looks like, for Vaughn, was telling him about the big storm last night. Yeah, we had a big storm. We lost power back on Monday night. That's why I didn't stream on Monday. I luckily got it back like an hour and a half, actually, right before I streamed yesterday, Michigan State Duke. Thoughts about Rutgers? They look good as well. Top 25 team, going to make their first ever NCAA tournament appearance since 1979 for Rutgers. So Rutgers going to be in a big dance this year, I feel like. Do I think Clippers or Kings could ever make a finals win? Possibly someday it will happen there. Most likely Clippers first, if I had to say. Definitely, my man 3D. Glad to have you back here, bud. Yeah, they always seem like Michigan State's always like one of the top passing teams in the nation, and they lost, big loss. They lost Cassius here, but everybody just sharing the load, and that's what they've done so well. It's just pass the basketball. I think I was looking it up. I think they're like top 10 right now in assists per game. So they're doing really well. And they've been impressive doing it against great competition too. Because usually a lot of these teams are playing against like cupcake competition to start out, like non-conference play against mid-majors. And yeah, Michigan State with 2 power conference victories there. And Notre Dame and Duke. So great schedule already for them to get out to. And as far as other scores here, by the way, Rhode Island, they do not schedule cupcake competition. Huge win for my Rhody Rams, by the way. They beat Seton Hall by 13, 76-63. So talk about a resume building win right there for Dave Cox. Because the Atlantic 10, you're definitely going to get in 2 bids for the tournament, St. Louis and Richmond, it looks like, but it wouldn't be out of the ordinary. You get 3 or 4 bids into the tournaments. And Dayton and that whole group in there, Rhode Island, UMass, Duquesne, St. Bonaventure, Davison as well, playing tight the past 2 days with Texas and Providence. They lost by 2 against Texas opening day in Maui. Let's see what we got. Jagon, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, Gonzaga up by 4 right now. We're back at the free throw line, actually. West Virginia hit both of their free throws, so it was 78-74, 78-75 now. So 3:15 left to go. West Virginia, after the timeout, perfect 2 for 2 at the line as we are back with 3:14 left to go. So we have a quick stoppage in time, another foul. Having the fouls pick up recently in this one. It's going to send Gonzaga here. They're in the double bonus currently. Do I think James Harden could go to the Warriors and Nets? I would take the Nets right there for my prediction. Westbrook could go to the Warriors. Well, he's going to the Wizards right now, so I don't think he's going to be going to the Warriors anytime soon. Yep, that's a huge game right there. Hauser versus Hauser, the 2 Hauser brothers. So Michigan State against Virginia there. I hope to cover that one on Wednesday. That should be great. They get the whole battle coming up there with a Big Ten ACC battle coming up this upcoming week. Middle Tennessee State, wow, they're dominating Murray State. Thanks so much for the update there, AK16. We got Missouri, Oregon. That should be a great game there. And 11-10. Thanks so much for the update, bud, with that one. 79-75. Free throws coming up. 2 of them at the line by Andrew Nembhard of Gonzaga. First free throw, got it. Second shot comes up at the free throw line, knocks it down. 80-75. Gonzaga by 5, 3:10 left to go. West Virginia now with the basketball in the backcourt. They take it past the half-court logo. At the left wing here, Cottrell has it. Pass over to the edge of that half-court logo. In the front court here with McBride. McBride moves over to the left wing perimeter. Cottrell has it. 12 on the shot clock, 2:55 left to go. As they have it at the left wing. Pass over inside, backs his way, Culver. Moves over to the free throw circle. They get to take the jumper. They do. They got it. Good. Shot right there going down by West Virginia. Off a jumper right at the free throw circle by Isaiah Cottrell. 2:35 left to go. Gonzaga moves it around the perimeter. Left corner. Oh, stepped out of bounds. Joel Ayayi. Back foot at the left corner perimeter. Stepped on the baseline as that was out of bounds right there. Good catch by the officials. Really good catch right there. AK16 reckons UNLV can upset Davison tonight. Oh, man, that would be devastating for Davison if they had 3 losses by, four combined points and 3 losses. They have back-to-back losses against Texas and Providence, where they lost in the opening game of Maui by 2 against Texas, and lost yesterday by 1 against Providence. 3-point shot, no good off the mark there by West Virginia. Gonzaga has it back. 2:14 on the clock. Gonzaga inside, puts it up. That's good for 2. 82-77. Andrew Nembhard having himself a game here. He's got 19 points in this one for Gonzaga. Great transfer pickup from the Florida Gators, and where he really needed to impress was his shooting this season and really improve on that. And man, is he impressed tonight in this game for Nembhard. 19 off the bench, 8 for 14, and also Joel Ayayi, he's got 19 as well. West Virginia had the ball, took the jumper inside, they got fouled. So the Mountaineers here are going to shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. We have a 5-point game with 1:57 remaining. If you're new in the stream here, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well here as I cover play-by-play of basketball and behind your basketball, college basketball, NBA games. We're going to be back later tonight as well, Illinois-Baylor at 10 o'clock Eastern. First free throw, no good. That hurts West Virginia right there. A miss of the line by Derek Culver. Second free throw, every single point matters, and he misses that one as well off the back rim and out. Rebound Gonzaga here off 0 for 2 that trip by Culver and the Mountaineers. Gonzaga has it. At the left wing with Kispert. Passes out on top to Nembhard, having himself a game here. Nembhard has it at the left elbow. Moves it over inside. Nice pass and assist by Nembhard. Up in and off the backboard. Drew Timme able to cut to the bucket. And Gonzaga by 7. Drew Timme struggled in the first half with only 3 points in the second half. Different story, as he's got 17 total. He's got 14 here in half number 2. 1:20 left to go remaining in this one. West Virginia now with the basketball. Pass now. Underneath, lost control of it. Culver is killing the Mountaineers right now as Gonzaga gets the steal off of Culver. Lost control of the ball. 1:10 left to go. Gonzaga slows down tempo. 20 on the shot clock, minute 7 remaining. Nembhard now with the basketball at the top of the key, guarded by Cottrell. Nembhard dribbles with it. Still with the ball, 55 seconds remaining. Under a minute left to play. Nembhard shovels off the cutter to Ayayi. Puts it home. It's good for 2. That is the exclamation point right there for Gonzaga. They never gave up in this game. Up by 9, 86-77. I want to check my prediction, actually. That might be close to my prediction, guys. They said in the pregame, West Virginia took the 3. No good to get the offensive rebound, and Gonzaga just picked up the fall underneath. Holy. I predicted in the pregame here. It's a little bit differently. 81-70, that's what I predicted. Gonzaga 81-70. It is went over that. Wow. We had a completely different second half here as far as scoring. Gonzaga here just back to their usual self in the second half, converting on shots from the floor. We haven't seen that West Virginia defense just stifle Gonzaga here in half number 2. And Gonzaga outscoring West Virginia 52-38 in the second half. So Mountaineers down by 9 at the free throw line. First shot's up, first shot's good, and the double bonus by Derek Culver. So Gonzaga 40 seconds away from getting the W, improving to 3-0, upcoming against Baylor on Saturday. Second free throw, that's good. Points falling off the board here in the second half. McLean Lawns, welcome to the stream here. Appreciate it for stopping them by. 35 seconds. Gonzaga with it. West Virginia still not falling either. Jalen Suggs, though, the difference in the second half as he came into the game, as he gets the pass and missed the layup, though, that time. Couldn't finish, though. Glad to see that he is okay, and I thought that could have been a serious injury, missing a good amount of time. West Virginia, pass underneath, puts it up and in off the glass. Is a 5-point game. 86-81, and now the Mountaineers follow. So Gonzaga will head to the free throw line with, or no, Gonzaga takes a timeout before that, actually. So full timeout taken here by Gonzaga with 18.4 left to go on the clock. So 18.4 remaining. Gonzaga's going to get the inbound coming up. Rutgers can't have a good football program. Yeah, they've always struggled, and this is the time for their basketball program with Rutgers. This is the season, man. Absolute season here this year for Rutgers. Hey, thanks so much, Armando. Really appreciate it, my man, for stopping on by here. And I'll see you on the next stream. Illinois against Baylor. We'll be back in about 40 minutes from now for the next stream. Yeah, Rutgers going to go to the NCAA tournament, I feel like, for this year. They get some really good players. Geo Baker, Ron Harper Jr. there for Rutgers. Ty got the Zags winning for his prediction. By the way, here, going to look at the other games going on. Alabama's won against Providence, 88-71. Murray State has lost against Middle Tennessee, 78-61 in that one. So, after Murray State put up 170+, they lose against Middle Tennessee, which hasn't really been impressive since 2016. As far as other games going on right now, Memphis leads Arkansas State 54-27. And the game to keep an eye on, Missouri-Oregon. As we'll keep you guys posted on that one throughout tonight as well. I'll be back for Illinois versus Baylor. Though. That's a huge game later today. 18.4 left to go. It's going to be West Virginia down by 5 here. So it's going to be West Virginia basketball. I'm going to take Baylor in that one, 82-80. West Virginia inbound, and we get a foul picked up. It's going to be underneath here. Clock will stop with 18 seconds. It's on Gonzaga by Corey Kispert. So West Virginia here, double bonus, shooting 2 at the line with Derek Culver. By the way, Texas A&M able to win by 7 against Tarleton today, 73-66, in case you were wondering about that game. Missouri up against Oregon, 21-16 there. As Oregon has just been it's been a complete circus trying to schedule games here in the season for Oregon. It's been a nightmare trying to schedule games. And they went 1-for-1 that trip at the line. Culver missed the first one, got the second one. Gonzaga got the inbound, and West Virginia picks up the fall with 16.5. So Gonzaga going to head here to the free throw line, shooting 2 shots, coming up 16.5 seconds remaining by Corey Kispert shooting 2. Jackson's got Baylor as well, it looks like. This game has gone on so long, guys. Man, this game started out way over 2 hours ago. It's almost a 2.5-hour stream here with these two teams. This game is really dragged on as far as fouls. First free throw, Kispert missed it. It's a 4-point game. Yeah, Tarleton lost by 7 points today against Texas A&M. That is it. Second free throw, Kispert makes it. 5-point lead by Gonzaga. West Virginia going to get the inbound here. 16 seconds left to go. They take it past half court. West Virginia, big burst of speed underneath. Puts it up. Big block out of bounds there. Jalen Suggs able to get the swat out of bounds by Gonzaga with 10.6 left to go on the clock. It's so good to see that he is back into this game. That looked like a devastating injury in the first half to that. That looked bad. West Virginia inbound left corner 3. Hit the rim short, no good. Gonzaga comes up with a rebound 5 seconds. West Virginia isn't going to foul, and that is going to be the ball game. What a fight tonight here by the Mountaineers, but they come up just short in this one against the #1 team in the nation, Gonzaga. Gonzaga holds on. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oscar Tshiebwe, though, he fouled out with about 4 minutes left to go, and that was quite the difference there, as well as Jalen Suggs returning on the court by Andrew Nembhard. Have himself a game here off the bench today for Gonzaga in this one. Nembhard and also Joel Ayayi was really impressive here, and also Corey Kispert in the second half. Nembhard with 19 off the bench, 19 by Kispert, 21 by Ayayi, the leading scorer. Drew Timme with 17. Jalen Suggs, he only had 4 points. He had a huge block, though, in the final 12 seconds of that one. It's so good to see that Jalen Suggs is okay, and I'm shocked that he was able to return right there by Jalen Suggs. It looked like it was a serious injury early on in this game. Of course, give credit to the battle for West Virginia, as they accepted the battle here. They stepped in to fill the place at Tennessee in the Jimmy V Classic, and they did not back down to this Gonzaga team here. West Virginia's tough. They are really, really tough here. They could very well make it into a deep run into the tournament here for West Virginia. So this team here, they were just Derek Culver. He fouled out with about 4 minutes left to go in this one. He had Oscar Tshiebwe fouled out with about 4 minutes left to go. Derek Culver in a monster double, 18 points, 15 rebounds. Tshiebwe, though, 14 points, finished with 9 rebounds in this one, as that's a wrap to this game here. But yeah, West Virginia, they are gritty, they are tough, rebounding type of team, and we saw that in the first half, giving Gonzaga all types of problems. And then in the second half, Gonzaga just able to just break out offensively and beat themselves, what they had been against Kansas and what they were as well against Auburn. They were able to break down that second half, outscoring West Virginia 53-43. Complete second half difference there, and that is a wrap. So I'll be back in a little bit here, in about a half an hour from now. So feel free to stop on by for the latest Behind the Arc basketball stream ever. We're going to start off 10 o'clock Eastern time. Great matchup coming up. Illinois against Baylor. So I'm going to schedule out a new stream. Feel free to stop on by for that one. Before I sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. And thank you guys so much for stopping by. Yeah, Alabama torched Providence today. I did not expect Providence to lose that bad. It's unfortunate there for PC. And hopefully they can turn it around, man. Because they get a crucial game coming up. Of course, Fairleigh Dickinson's on their schedule. Then TCU is a must-win for Providence. Because TCU, I feel like, is going to be at the bottom of the Big 12 this year. But that's a wrap here. Jacob, welcome on to the stream, man. And feel free to drop on by, guys, for the next stream here in about a half an hour. I'll start the stream with Illinois versus Baylor. Should be a good one, everybody, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody, on this Wednesday night, everyone.